Hello Tiger fans, and welcome to Tiger TV.
This is Mike White with Coaches Talk. Today we have with us, as always, Coach Justin Cruz, head football coach of the Ripley High School Tigers. Coach, as always, thanks for being with us today.
Man, it's great to be here.
Well, Coach, coming off of a big Tiger Bowl win last Friday night, the Tigers in their annual Tiger Bowl played the Halls Tigers, and it was a good game for us.
Yeah, I mean, I was proud of our kids' execution more than anything. I thought we took care of the ball really well. We've been practicing all summer to try to go up tempo and have our kids go fast and try to snap the ball as quick as possible. Just trying to catch the defense off guard, catch them moving, to let them over-adjust anything. I thought the kids did that really well. We did it with a lot of different kids. A lot of different kids touched the ball the other night. I felt like that's what was one of our goals in the offseason, was try to get more kids involved this year. And they didn't disappoint, and defensively. I couldn't have asked for a much better game from them. I thought they tackled well. We really swarmed the ball, did a good job of not getting lost in coverage outside of the trick play to start the game. I just thought overall it was a good team effort for a good last dress rehearsal before we played our first game.
And I don't think, was there any turnovers at all in the game?
Not on our side. We did a pretty good job except protecting the ball, and that's what I've asked for all year. So.
And we had a lot of guys that we anticipated having a good year this year that really stepped up during the game and made some big plays on both sides of the ball. And I thought, it was a real, just a real good game, to get ready for the season.
Yeah, there were some kids that really stepped up. I think one thing people kept asking me that surprised a lot of folks was that Amarion didn't touch the ball on offense. But like I had told you in the past, that he had we'd really try to buy into this whole idea of him playing some defense. And the last couple of weeks, we've just kind of let him step away from offense a little bit because we know what he can do, and let him a little focus on being the best defensive player he can for the team because it's a big need for us. And he hasn't disappointed. Connor Moody has been a force in the middle of the defense at nose guard, along with everyone. I mean, you can talk about Austin Thompson, Marjay Barbie, Shamar Hayes, who is someone a lot of folks don't know, his senior this year has really stepped up and at corner doesn't mind tackling. I mean, like I keep going. Mason DeLoach, obviously last year's leading tackler. Hurdle. I mean, like I said, that all the kids I thought really just did a great job the other night. So, and then offensively, I think the biggest new face that people, I mean, you might as well say Sammy because Sammy's a different kid in my opinion this year versus last year as far as how he's controlling, how he's comfortable. Mm-hmm. He's really worked hard in the offseason to get bigger and stronger and hone his craft and throwing the ball. And DeMarcus Barnes, a newcomer, getting the ball, he had a phenomenal game the other night. I think he carried it like 7 times and had about 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. But he was very efficient with his carries as well as Barbie. So, doing that, it gives you an opportunity to win against some good opponents. So, that's the whole goal, and we hope to continue that moving into this Friday.
And like I said, there were several guys that got to carry the ball. Some of them were some new names to me that actually carried the ball. And of course, we had a lot of long plays, which that's always good. We like the long sustained drives, but you'll take a touchdown any way you can get it.
Yeah, we just been trying to preach the mindset, with this new up-tempo, fast offense was we want to score every time we touch it. Now, is that always realistic? Obviously not, but just that mindset that we want to have a chance to go at any play. And every kid, I think, has started to believe in themselves to the point where when they feel like they touch it, they can go at any place. So, that's kind of the mindset we're trying to go offensively, and I thought the kids of the night really bought into that.
And I agree, but kind of switching gears, of course, that was a great way to start, and a fantastic crowd here for the Tiny Knee Bowl, or actually the Tiger Bowl at Tiny Knee Stadium. But we get ready for the first game of the season, the one that counts, which will be against Southside at Southside. Got a new coach, a new offense this year. Tell us what you know about Southside this year.
They're changing up offense. They're going triple option out of the pistol. They're trying to get the ball to number 4 a lot, which on film looks like the best player. He looks the part. I bet he's 200 pounds of solid muscle and can run. He's going to break a lot of tackles if you don't get to him, and I don't blame him for getting to him. But they're trying to run a lot of veer. They got a little counter option, trap option, and they have shown that they'll throw it a little bit. We went and watched some scrimmage against Covington, and they tried to throw a little bit, and that scrimmage had some success. So I think the coaches are doing a great job with them there. And defensively, just like in years past, they're physical, they're fast, they're athletic, and you're going to have to work to get what you get. So this is definitely not a pushover, and we're going to have to play good ball to win the game. And so we're excited about the opportunity to get back out on the field and have one that counts and have a quality opponent to start off with.
And of course, they're running a similar offense, I guess, as Covington. A lot of people may not know that one of the assistants from Covington is the new head coach at Southside. Is that right?
That is correct. He coached linebackers for the last few years for Covington.
Well, we talked about their offense. What kind of defense are they running?
Well, they've been in the 3-4. I've seen them in a 4-3. They kind of bounce around a little bit, try to mix up looks. I think they're similar in some ways to us defensively as far as trying to just mix up looks on you, and get your offensive line confused and change up some blocking schemes. But like I said, the biggest thing that just stands out to me is the outside backers are very fast and physical. The whole defense in turn, but I mean, they're super athletic, and you're not going to be able to just take anything. You're going to have to work for it.
Well, Coach, how has practice been this week? Getting ready for the first game, it's a little bit different than it is getting ready for a scrimmage game or a jamboree, maybe to some degree. But how's practice been, and are we healthy going into week 1?
Yeah, we got some guys back, or at least one for sure. The kid that's the fastest player on the team didn't play last week. He's been out most of the summer with a broken arm. He finally got cleared as of Monday, so he's back in action. That's Artorius Alford. He'll play some running back, corner, and receiver, returner. He can really go when he gets the ball, and he's physical. He's very physical. You'll see that Friday night. DeMarcus Barnes got a little shoulder pull, a little muscle in his back. He didn't finish the Tiger Bowl. We set him out the rest of it. But he's back good to go. Got that stretched out, and the doctor feels good about it. So yeah, I think we're relatively healthy as far as it goes. You know, you'll get some minor beats and bangs, but I think the thing that I'm most optimistic about when it comes to that stuff is I feel like that we have some kids that can really step up and are willing to step up when kids need to come out or whatever. So I'm very excited about where we're at, you know, and obviously we want to keep getting better every week, including this one. And I thought the kids have done a good job approaching it that way in practice.
Yeah, and it does appear that, you know, we do have a little bit more depth than we've had. Some of the players that come out when you put the next guy up, you know, you can't tell a big difference sometimes.
Yeah, you know, I think just to point out and kind of give some praise to an assistant coach, you know, Coach Gardner was actually talking about this the other day, and he was talking about Coach Northcutt, who's our new coach this year. He said he thought he had done a good job of finding some depth on the D-line, searching in areas which, you know, you might not have ever thought before. He gave some kids some chances, and they've really stepped up and played hard for him. Like, we had a kid named Jonathan Holcomb that played middle linebacker for us last year as a freshman, and he was kind of not in the rotation, but he's a big, strong kid, pretty quick, and got long arms. And coach said, you know, would you mind let him try him at D-end? And I was like, hey, man, you know, if he can play there, awesome. And he worked with him in practice, and he looked like a natural. So he's been getting playing time, made some plays the other night. And Keenan King's another kid, is another sophomore that stepped up, that was playing outside linebacker. Again, kind of got out of the rotation there, but very good kid, smart kid, works hard. Coach Northcutt kind of took him under his wing and was like, I'm going to use him at D-end too, if that's okay. And actually, I think he's starting Friday night for Coach Northcutt. And it's been a breath of fresh air to have, you know, new looks and new faces come in.
Well, you know, and that is good because it helps with our depth as well as, you know, giving people breathers. And you never know when an injury is going to come up and somebody has to step up and be the guy. So congratulations for having some new faces and some depth to come in. I know this is going to be a big game for the Tigers. Not a district game, but it's kind of a tune-up. We got a couple of weeks before we start playing district play. We want to be at our best when we get to that point. And Coach, just want to congratulate you and your staff and the team on a big victory last Friday night, and invite everybody to come out this Friday night to Southside and watch the Ripley Tigers take on the Southside Hawks. And Coach, we'll be there and looking forward to a big win.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach. We'll see you on the sideline. Tiger TV and WTRB Radio, the Ripley Tigers travel to Jackson tonight to take on the Southside Hawks. I want to welcome everyone in, all the Tiger fans from Ripley, West Tennessee, and all over the world. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson here to bring you all the live action.
We here. Let's do it.
The captains are on either side of the field, and they are about to have the coin toss. The coin toss this year is going to be brought to you by Bank of Ripley. So we are just awaiting the Bank of Ripley coin toss. Also, the first downs are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, touchdowns by Bank Tennessee, injury timeouts by Star Physical Therapy, penalties Clint Conrad with Southern Roofing and Renovations, and turnovers by Ripley Parks and Tires. Give a shout out to Steve Victory. And Mark is not with him tonight, but he has his sons with him, so big thank you to them for all they do, bringing all this live action to you. And we are just about ready for the flip here in just a minute. Crazy Horse, you got some of the other teams that are playing from around West Tennessee tonight.
Yeah.
Northside is at Crockett.
Yes, Halls is hosting Tipton Road Park. Let's see. We got Rooston at Stewart County. We got Scotts Hill at Lexington. Scotts Hill is in our district. We have like I said, Jackson Southside of Clark County, Dyer County at Dyersburg. That's going to be a big game. We also have Bolivar Central, who's in our district. They're taking on Fayette Ware. Perry County is taking on Greenfield at Greenfield. We got Queer Academy, which I've never heard before. They're taking on Haywood, and Larry Central, which is another school in our district. They're taking on Humboldt, Devine at Lake County. And so we just got a whole schools tonight just playing all over the place.
We've got the captains meeting. The captains tonight for the Ripley Tigers. Number 2, Sammy Smith. Number 55, Logan Simpson. Number 92, Mooney.
Hello Tiger fans and welcome to Tiger TV.
Southside will receive the ball.
They're going to elect to receive, so they will go on offense first. And the Ripley Tigers defense will take the field right after the kickoff.
But this team for the Southside Hawks, they haven't had a head coach for just a couple of months. If they've had him that long. He come in really late. He's from Covington. He was the front JR over at the Covington Chargers. So we're going to see what he's got tonight.
The Ripley Tigers are lined up in their respective end of the field as they're getting ready to come through the sign. The Hawks take the field from their end now, so we're just awaiting the Ripley Tigers, and we're just about minutes from kickoff. And here come your Ripley Tigers.
It's good looking for the Tigers. If you wasn't in the bowl game last week, a good showing. Tigers have looked really good.
I was writing something down, wasn't listening to exactly what you were saying. You mentioned that Tipton Road Martin is at Halls tonight.
They are, and we've got a new school I never heard of called Pure, P-U-R-E, at Haywood tonight.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them either.
We'll just have to see.
I've got somebody from Halls that's supposed to text me during the game and keep me up to date on the scores there.
And the big game tonight, big rival, because they had topped the rivalry for several years, and that's in Dallas County. Softball will head to Dallas County tonight.
Yeah, and it's Southern County is that month.
Get that in this month, I'll go to this Wednesday on that month, and so that's going to be a good cross county rivalry right there.
Absolutely.
You got Ivy Valley. Dustin is playing 2 up, because I believe Mumford was 5-8.
I think you're right. Kicking off for the Tigers is going to be Tanner Hendricks. He's a senior, 6 foot, 170 pounds. He'll be handling most of the kicking duties, and he does a lot of punting as well. I don't think we punted last week, so didn't get to see that, but I think he did last year. So we are just about ready for kickoff as Southside takes the field. And Ripley's huddled up there just awaiting to spread out and get ready to kick the ball off and get this game started.
We've been waiting over 9 months, ain't it?
Absolutely. It's football time now.
Yeah. I know some teams played last night, like Milan played South Gibson, they did 28-21 last night.
Ripley's spread now. Get ready for the kickoff. Number 4 and number 5 back deep for Southside.
Hello Tiger fans and welcome to Tiger TV.
And it's football time in Tiger Town. The long end over end kick drives it all the way back to the 4-yard line. Number 5 Hadley comes down the right side, breaks outside, gets across the 20-25, coming down the far near sideline, and gets across the 30 to the 34-yard line, where Southside will have the ball, 1st and 10.
And he is pushed out of bounds by the kicker, number 26.
Starting defense for the Ripley Tigers tonight, defensive end, number 56, Will Rose Jr. Nose guard, number 92, Connor Mooney. Defensive end, number 54, Keenan King. Outside linebacker, number 7, Austin Thompson. Outside linebacker, number 2, Sammy Smith Jr. Middle linebacker, Mason DeLose Jr. Middle linebacker, Omarion Pitts. Corner, R.J. Barbie, Sherman Hayes, Josh Hearn, and J.Q. Hurley. Up to the line. Wide out to either side, wing to either side. Quarterback has the ball. The running back going right up the gut. He's into the linebacker level. He picks up the 1st down as he crosses the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of about 13 on that 1st down play. Tigers giving up a little too much too quick.
Yes, he was stopped by number 41, Omarion Pitts for the Tigers.
So it'll be 1st and 10 again for the Hawks. They'll send wide outs to either side. Double wing formation in shotgun. And in motion. Give the ball to the running back trying to get outside. Austin Thompson giving chase. And it's a flag on the play as he turns the corner and gets across the 50. But they're going to probably come back with a hold. So That will back them up. They'll be outside the sticks now. Tonight, Southside, white helmet with the black Hawk decal on the side. They've got black jerseys, black pants with white numbers. Ripley in the away white jerseys, purple pants, and their signature white helmet with Ripley Tiger logo on the side. We're waiting to see where they're going to spot the ball. That's going to be knocked off from the line of scrimmage. And hold that should mark back to 35-yard line. That put it up to 37.
Timeout.
We're trying to get everything set. Just a few seconds into this game, 11:22, opening drive for Southside Hawks. They gave up the first down on the very first play. The second play, holding call against the Southside Hawks. It backs them up and makes it first down in about 20. Same formation, double wing, wide out to either side. Shotgun formation. One running back behind the quarterback.
Hello Tiger fans, and welcome to Tiger TV.
Here's the snap. The running back trying to get outside. He is getting the corner as number 1 is going to bring him down. RJ, and when he gets back inside the sticks, I can pick up about 12 yards on the play. About 15 actually. He's going to be across the 50 down to the 47-yard line. That'll make it third down and about 5.
That Chuck Stokes in the fourth was about that. How he senior running back, he got good wheels on him.
Yeah, Coach said he was kind of a wide body. He plays defense too, so we'll see him on both sides of the ball. Now they changed the down marker, so it's second down and 5 to go. Ball at the 47-yard line. Same double wing formation. Man in motion. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw. He's got a man. And almost intercepted by the Ripley Tigers. Austin Thompson, the third AT3, got his hands on it, just couldn't come down with it. So, but it does fall incomplete, so it will make it 3rd and 5 now.
After, if he had that ball, he just couldn't bring it in.
He was in the right position, just couldn't come down with it, but at least he kept them from getting a first down or even a complete pass.
Yes.
3rd and 5 for the Hawks. Up to the line. Double wing. 2 men in motion. You can't put 2 men in motion at the same time. And they both go back. And I thought that would have been a penalty.
Yeah.
Now they put 1 man in motion. They hand it to the full. No, the quarterback pulls it out. He's doing the option. He's got right at the first down marker. Looks like he's going to have it. He needed 5. Looks like he got about 5.5. So they will move the sticks, and with another first down for the Hawks as they are driving on this opening drive.
Yeah, like you said, Mike, you can't have 2 men in the backfield in motion at the same time. But nevertheless,
I guess they weren't moving when the ball snapped, so maybe that's the reason it wasn't a penalty. .950 to go, first quarter, no score, first offensive series of the game. The Hawks took the opening kickoff and are marching and down inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Man in motion. Hand it to the fullback, going right off right tackle. Still on his feet. He's going to only pick up about 1, but he hit the middle of the line and then bounced out and went outside and picks up about 2 yards. We'll call it second down 8.
that's number 34 for the South Hawk. I'm just going to call his last name Lacey because I can't pronounce his first name. Carius, whatever.
Carius, Lacey.
Carius. Yeah, he ran about 15 yards to the sideline to get, 1?
We're just under the 9-minute mark. Hawks in the huddle. Ripley's defense awaits.
He started the play clock in that another half.
Double wing, wide outs to either side. Man in motion. Quarterback wants to throw. Throwing right over the middle. And it's a little high, can't come down with it, so it's incomplete now. It will make it 3rd down and 8.
That was intended for number 6. Takarius Cartmel, he's a sophomore for the Hawks. Good looking athlete.
Pretty decent coverage by the Tigers. He was in traffic, and but the ball was high. It was the main reason he didn't catch it. So it'll bring up another 3rd down and 8 situation. Ball on the 41-yard line, 8:37 to go, opening quarter, opening drive. Same double wing formation. Long snap count, man in motion, they hand it to the fullback.
Oh, it's fumble.
Oh.
And Tiger got it.
Tigers get it. It was a miscommunication or a mishandoff by the Hawks, and the ball hits the ground, and the Ripley Tigers come up with it. Who was that on the ball?
That was number 56, Will Rose. He's a junior for the Tigers.
So Ripley gets the first turnover of the season, and that turnover brought to you by Ripley Parts and Tire. Paul and the guys out at Ripley Parts and Tire tonight are bringing you all the turnovers for Ripley High School.
Yeah, they do a great job out there.
They do. So Ripley now, with this fast-paced offense, comes to the line. Wing right, wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Smith in shotgun, hands the ball, fakes the handoff, and tries to carry it himself, and a good job by the defensive end staying at home and not folding in on that fake, and he might have picked up a half a yard if that. They're going to say basically no gain, so it'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Back up on the line. Same formation. High snap, it goes over the quarterback's head. Smith picks it up, and he throws it. And I think they said that was a lateral pass because they didn't blow it dead. So fortunately, another Ripley Tiger gets back on it. That was old.
Number 40.
That's Pitts. No, Pitts is 41.
This is, let me find it.
40 is Dalton Rogers. So Ripley loses all the way back to the 8-yard line. That looked like a forward pass to me, but I'd have to see it on film. He picked it up and tried to throw it forward, so it would be an incomplete pass, and we'd be back where we were, but they said it wasn't incomplete, or it wasn't a forward pass. And they hand the ball to Marjay. He goes off the left side, cuts back up the middle, really fights hard, stays on his feet, still fighting, and he's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards, or maybe 5 or 6, depending on the spot, but still way, way outside the sticks.
Yeah, with 3rd down.
4th down is what the scoreboard says, 4th and 45. Well, you know, early part of the game, early part of the season, things like this happen. Got to get better and continue forward.
Yeah. Well, undoubtedly.
So it says 4th, but we're lined up. I think the yard marker, or down marker, says 2nd. The scoreboard says 4th. I think it's 3rd. We're lined up as if we're going to run a play. And not in punt formation. 7:18 on the clock. And not sure what's going on. Looks like they're going to mark the ball. Looked like, I don't know if it was a penalty, but they moved the ball up a few yards. The ball is at the 14-yard line now. The down marker says 2nd, but the scoreboard says 4th. They're still trying to, I guess the officials needed some practice as well. And we're getting ready for the snap. The show 2nd down to hand the ball to Marjay. He starts outside, cuts it back inside, going across this side of the field. He's got some room as he crosses the 20 out to about the 22 or 3-yard line. I think this is going to be 3rd or 4th down. He picked up a nice chunk of it. If we hadn't had that bad handled snap, or the high snap, it would have been more than enough for a 1st down. But I think they're saying it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down now.
That's what the down marker says, and the referee's standing there. So it's 3rd down and a long way to go. I don't know that anybody's working the scoreboard that well because it's not changing. Same formation. Here comes Sammy Smith. He rolls to his left, wants to throw. Now he's going to throw it, and it's almost intercepted, or is it? And a flag comes out. It was bobbled between a Ripley Tiger and then a Southside player and then maybe a Ripley Tiger. I think the ball ended up on the ground, but a flag came in. So we're going to hope that's pass interference against Southside.
If it does, I mean, we still have a few yards to go for a first down, unless if it's an automatic first down.
It shouldn't be an automatic, I wouldn't think. And they waved it off, so evidently there's no flag on the play. Well, maybe the referee's going to come over here and tell us something. They declined it. I guess he said we declined it. He made the motion, and that does, according to him, make it fourth down.
Yeah, here comes the punt unit for Ripley.
So Hearn will step back into the punter position to punt the ball away from the Tigers. Back deep for Southside is number 5.
No penalty mark on the play. Fourth down.
They changed his mind after he threw the flag.
Back to receive for the Hawks, number 5.
We need a good punt here by Hearn. This would be a great time to boom one and have great coverage.
Punting for the Ripley Tigers, number 8.
But we got the ball on a turnover, so this was kind of an extra possession for us. A low snout, and he gets it away. Not a great one, but he was under a lot of pressure, but the flag came out, or at least a whistle, and stopped play.
What was it?
Don't know. Wow, somehow or another they gave them the ball. Or either they're going to penalize us and punt again, but it looks like we're on defense. And it looks like they're going to have the ball at the 10-yard line. I'm not really sure how that happened. I don't know how you can not get your fourth down play. We punted the ball. It wouldn't have been but 15 or 20 yards better, but a lot better being at the 30 than at the 10. So Southside knocking on the door first as they're in the red zone with 6:14 to go in the first, no score. Ball is on the 10-yard line. I have to get some clarification from the coaches of that last play. Wide outs to either side, double wing. Wing in motion to hand the ball to the fullback going off the left side, and he picks up maybe 2 going off of that left side. Marion Pitts and Mooney, I think, in on the tackle.
Yeah, looks like he might have picked up a yard or 2.
Yeah, it shows second down and 9, so a pickup of 1.
I don't get the play clock.
So it's first and goal, or second and goal, from the 9 for the Hawks. No score. 5:40 to go, opening quarter. Man in motion for the Hawks, and it's a toss sweep coming to the near sideline. He's caught in the backfield, and he's going to be caught back around the 14-yard line as Austin Thompson and DeLoach, as well as Hurdle, get him out of bounds, so he loses about 5 yards. He'll be back at the 15-yard line, so it'll be third and goal from the 14. So the Tigers' goal line defense so far stepping up and doing well. Hawks have 2 wide, but not very wide. Left wing in motion. The quarterback wants to throw. He's running to his right. He's got some room in the open, but he's going to be brought down. A great open field tackle made by AT3. I mean, that was a fantastic open field tackle that he made. So it'll bring up fourth down. He gets down to he loses about a yard, so it's back. Ball is back at the 15. So it'll be fourth and goal to go from the 15 as the Hawks look like they're sending their field goal unit on.
Yeah, I don't get a couple of things. I don't get that fourth down play for the Tigers, and I don't get that play clock. The play clock should be running, shouldn't it?
It should be, but they may be keeping it on the field if they're not working.
Oh, they're working. They're calling it when they get on the line.
All right, extra or field goal attempt, and it goes through his hands, and so Ripley's going to get the ball as they down it on the 24-yard line. So Ripley will take over on downs. They'll have it first and 10 to go from right at the 25-yard line. So the Tigers dodge a bullet there. Defense stepped up. So offense will get another opportunity as they come back onto the field. I feel like they kind of got a chip on their shoulder now and got something to prove. So we will find out what the Tigers' response to it is. Tigers have 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation, wing to the left also. Smith takes a snap, and it goes through his hands again. It wasn't a bad snap. He didn't look it into his hands. He's going to be brought down. But he gets away from the first 2 or 3 tacklers. He was going to be down back around the 5 or 6, but he comes out to around the 12. He's not watching the ball into his hands, it appears to me.
Yeah,
You know, he's looking at what he's got to do next, and of course Ripley's going to take a timeout so coach can settle him down, because the first one was just clearly over his head, but this one pretty much hit him in the hands and looked like he was looking off just about the time the ball hit his hands. Of course, he's probably taken thousands of those snaps and handled them well before, but can't take anything for granted in a ball game.
No, you can't, Mike, especially, you really don't know nothing about Southside.
Exactly.
Until, I mean, they're running the wing T, but our defense is doing good. But yeah, the offense we need to step up a notch.
So when play resumes, it'll be 2nd down and 21. We've got 3:58 to go in this opening quarter. Still no score here at Jackson Southside. The Ripley Tigers traveled up here tonight to take on the Hawks. The Hawks, a 4A school, Ripley a 3A. Ripley's playing up the classification tonight, and so far holding their own. And we'll see what this next offensive series for the Tigers bring.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put old Pitts in there and let him run a few.
Ripley comes back after the timeout. Coach Cruz probably just trying to get his quarterback to settle down, take your time, do what you know how to do what you do every day. Don't get too excited. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the left. Smith drops straight back, looking, wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He pulls it down, and he gets past the first one and gets out close to gets about to the 20-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of about 5 or 6. He's still outside the sticks. It's going to make it 3rd down and about 14.
Yeah, we definitely need a 1st down here.
Need to keep the ball out of their hands. This the nose of the ball is right on the 21-yard line. And so it's flyer pass out to number 14. He breaks in the 1st tackle and 2nd tackle, and they get him down, but he gets back inside the sticks to the 29-yard line, but it's still going to make it 4th and about 7 for the Tigers. Obvious punting situation, it appears.
I'm trying to see who number 14 is.
With 6:17 to go in the 1st, it is Tipton Rosemark on top of Hall, 7-0. And Pitts comes in, but this is the punt formation. He's one of the blockers. He and Austin Thompson. And we need a good snap, and we do get a good snap this time. And a spiral kick goes downfield and taken at the 40-yard line. He steps out of bounds back at the 38. So Southside will have the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 38-yard line to start this drive with 2:28 to go. 1st quarter, no score.
Yeah, that was Keyshawn Thomas for the Hawks. Number 5 stepped out of bounds. Yeah, I guess on this 1st quarter, we're playing chess.
Yeah, everybody's. It's first time under the lights from a real game when it counts, and a few jitters. They'll get those out and hopefully settle down and be able to play our brand football. Ball on near hash mark. Wide outs to the either side, double wing, shotgun formation, 1 running back behind the quarterback. Man in motion, they hand the ball to the fullback, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose. He breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. He ends up losing, they're going to say his forward progress is probably right at the line of scrimmage. He did a good job of evading a couple of our tackles. We hit him and didn't finish the tackle. They do say he's backed up. Now they're saying it's right at the yard marker. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 with 2 minutes to go in this 1st and opening quarter here Southside Hawks football stadium.
Yeah, number 34 with K.R.S. Latsey. He's a, I believe he's a senior. He's 220. He's a big dude to bring down.
All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. They've got wideouts to either side, double wing, shotgun. Man in motion, hand the ball to the quarterback pulls it out and runs the option. It's a toss, and he gets by the first one. The second one, he's off to the races. And let's see if we've got anybody that can catch him. And number 32, DeLoach, gets him, but not until he crosses the goal line. So that is let's see, we've got a player down all the way back at the 34-yard line. Hopefully he's okay. That's AT3. We don't need to lose him. The coaches go out to attend to him. But that was about a 65-yard run for a touchdown. We had a couple of opportunities, but they did a good job blocking. I have to go back and look at the film. I wasn't sure if the outside guy, wasn't sure if he was holding or if he, or if it was just a clean block. It looks like it may be Austin's knee. They're checking his knee out now. So this is an injury timeout. This injury timeout brought to you by Star Physical Therapy. Make sure if you have any kind of therapy you have to go through, make sure you go there and have the crew there work with you as I did. As I've had them a couple of times, they do a great job. And as you mentioned, AT3 walking off under his own power, so hopefully it was just a cramp or something. But that does make the score now. Southside 6, Ripley 0 with 1:17 to go. Opening quarter as they get ready for the point after.
Officially 62 yards on your jump stop, touchdown to the Hawks.
Yeah, we just let that number 4 get 5. But I mean, he's a good-looking athlete.
Snap, hold the kick up, and it looks like it's wide left. Nope, they say it's good. So it is 7-0 with 1:15 to go in the first. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 1:15 to go in this opening quarter as the Ripley Tigers travel to Southside to take on the Hawks. As the Hawks go up 7-0 on I think I heard it say it was a 52-yard scamper. So that puts the Southside Hawks on top early as we get ready for the kickoff. 1:15 to go. Tigers got to get some offense going. We haven't really had many offensive plays because we've turned the ball over or we've had to work from behind the sticks most of the time.
Yeah, we gotta do something. We gotta come up with something better. Get it to
We just got to settle down.
Number 23.
I mean, so far everything that we've done is we've inflicted on ourselves.
Right.
Back deep for the Tigers is, looks like Marjay and 20, what's the other number?
I can't see it, Mike. 23.
23 would be Vernon Thompson, if that's who it is. It's going to go to Marjay. He's going to take it at about the 6, coming down the near sideline, cutting back toward the middle, and he breaks it back outside. He gets across the 20 to about the 27, 8-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 with 1:08 to go in the first. Ripley 0 and Southside 7 as the Tigers offense comes back onto the field.
Yeah, we gotta score this. No matter if we get a 7 or get a 3, we need to put something on the board.
Starting offense for the Tigers, left tackle Hayden Jennings, number 51, left guard Logan Simpson, center 72 Dawson Wilson. We get back to live action. We've got the ball. It's a swing pass out to Hearn.
He's still running.
He breaks a couple of tackles, picks up the first down, and that is a Bank, Tennessee Ripley Tiger first down out to the 45-yard line.
Good pass by the quarterback. Sammy, a good catch and a good run by Hearn.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 50 seconds to go in the first. Ripley has first down at the 45-yard line. Quarterback takes a high snap, but he gets it down and hands it to Barbie as he breaks and splits a couple of tackles and picks up about 3 off the right side out to the 48-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 7. We may get one more play off before this quarter ends. Wide outs to either side, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap. He hands off to Barbie, and somebody missed a block because they hit him in the backfield about the time he got the ball. So that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, it is Southside 7, Ripley 0. We'll take a 1-minute break. Let's make sure that's what they're going to do. Yep, it is. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back right after this. Back as we get ready for the second quarter, I did get some clarification from Coach Trevathon. He said that when on the 4th down play, he said when he went down to get the ball, his knee touched the ground. So that ended that play right there. So Ripley up to the line. 3rd and 13. Smith takes a snap, looking to throw. Looking downfield, throwing over the middle of the field. And it is incomplete. So it'll bring up 4th down and 13 for the Tigers, as they will find themselves in punting situation again.
Number 11, I believe that's number 11 for the Tigers, were wide open. That was Jackson Turtle. He's wide open down the middle. But anyway, we got a punt.
Halls has tied it up now. It's 7-7. Ripley getting ready to punt. It's 3:22 to go in the first there at Halls, where it's tied up with Tipton Rosemar.
Next, we'll give a football on the field at the 11-yard line. There's a football on the field, 11-yard line.
It's good to see 18-3 back out on the field.
Absolutely. Hearn will stand back about his 28-yard line as he gets ready to punt the ball away for the Tigers.
I believe I can get over here to my left side.
I think he does that soccer style thing, and I think he has to roll to the right to punt. And that's the reason everybody's over on that side. It'd be nice if he could punt with both feet. And maybe he can, I don't know. Here we go. Hearn gets a nice punt away. Fair catch called for and taken right at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, where the Hawks will have it. Their first offensive play of the second quarter. They lead 7-0 over the Ripley Tigers with 11:46 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, our defense needs to stiffen up. We need to stop this and get the ball back and get in the end zone.
Got a feather in my throat tonight.
You got what in?
A feather, evidently.
Feather. May it be that fish you ate.
That could be. Didn't have any bones, though. All right, 11:46 to go. First down and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line for the Hawks. Wide outs to either side. Double wing. Shotgun formation. They hand the ball. No, that's a triple option. Coming this way. They mishandle it, and he picks it back up. And he's crosses the 25, and he's going to be brought out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of about 2. Second down 8.
He was slowed up by number 7, 18-3 of the Tigers, and looks like he got about 2 yards.
I think you're right. Second down and 8.
He would get that big number 92 Mooney right in the middle. I'd be scared of the whole thing.
He moves pretty good, too, for a big man.
Yeah, he does. He moves real good.
Hawks will send wide outs to either side. Man in motion. And it's a toss sweep. A flag comes out. He's hit in the backfield and going to be brought down behind the 25. That's a flag on the play.
I believe that's going to be holding on the Hawks.
That's a, I think, illegal shift.
Illegal shift.
You got to leave at least 1 count before the ball snapped, and he didn't leave but about a half count, I think. But that should back them up outside the sticks, and they should replace second down. It's declined. Okay, all right, so that's a good play. So it'll be third down and about 14 or 15. I think it was an illegal shift, which would have been a 5-yard penalty, but they would have replayed it down. And we got him for bigger than a 5-yard loss, and got him in third down now instead of second. Wide outs to either side.
Man in motion. Quarterback wants to throw. He's looking this way, rolls this way, dumps it off into the flat, and a good job there by the Tigers. It's complete, but only out to the 25-yard line. And number 32, DeLoach on the tackle, and that's going to put the ball at the 25-yard line, where it's going to make it 4th down and about 13.
Great tackle by DeLoach, number 32 of the Tigers.
He's a motor. He's wide open all the time.
He's a junior. I'm glad we got him another year.
The back deep for the Tigers is going to be
Number 11.
11, that is Hurdle, and number 1, Barbie. They'll stand back at their 35-yard line. The low snap, he gets it off, gets it away.
That's good punt.
And it's going to hit, and Marjay's going to pick it up at the 40, and he's going to be stopped at about the 38-yard line. 42-yard line.
That was JQ, number 11, Mike, on that play.
JQ Hurt?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Barbie.
So it will be a 1st down and 10 for the Tigers with 10:11 to go. Second quarter, Ripley trails 7-0.
And there's nothing that Southside's done before we done it ourselves.
Getting back to the starting lineup for the Tigers, Morgan Simpson is right guard, John Baines is right tackle, halfback is Dalton Rogers. Back to action here. Quarterback takes a snap, he's just going to run off left tackle. He's got some room, he's in the secondary. He's got 1st down as he crosses the 45 and out to the 3-yard line. So that will be, a Farm Bureau Insurance 1st down.
There's no reason why they should have already had all this worked out before the game, to where that ball has been hiked so high to where he's having to catch it, then come down.
I guarantee you they've done it a million times and they don't mess it up till they get here. Wide outs to either side. As a matter of fact, double wide outs to either side. And quarterback's going to swing, pass it out to number 32, DeLoach. He breaks the 1st tackle and is pushed out of bounds right across the 40-yard line they may have it right at the 40, somewhere between the 39 and the 40-yard line.
That was number 4 for the Hawks. Stokes is all over the place.
Yeah, he's the one that Coach Cruz said he thought he was probably their best player.
You can tell he's athletic. He's going from sideline to sideline.
So the Hawks are going to take a timeout. With their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 9:23 to go in the second quarter. Hawks on top of the Tigers, 7-0. Ripley has the ball. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go. The nose of the ball on the Hawks' 40-yard line when play resumes.
Tigers getting a little more momentum. They're moving the ball.
Ripley will have 3 wideouts to the left this time, 1 to the right. 1 man in the backfield next to the quarterback. High snap, he comes down with it. He hands it off to the running back. No, that's Barbie. He's got the 35, the 30, the 20. Cuts back inside, gets down to the 15, and inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. So that is a 1st down for the Tigers. The Farm Bureau Insurance for Ripley Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, Marjay done a good job of following his blocks and juking and jiving.
He did. That was a good run.
It was a real good run.
So it'll be 1st and 10. The Tigers in the red zone for the first time. They take the ball. They hand it to Marjay again. Going off the right side. They're going to try to get him. He twists and turns. He still picked up about 4 or 5 yards going off the right side. Looked like he might score at one point, but they catch him at the corner before he can get all the way in. He picks up about 6 yards. It'll make it 2nd down and 4 from the 8. RJ takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back going off the left side. He's got a big hole. He cuts into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers. That's number 14 for the Tigers. DeMarcus Barnes, he's a junior, 5'8", 150 pounds. That is a Bank Tennessee Ripley Tiger touchdown.
And he weighs every bit of 150 pounds.
He's fast. He's hard to find. So Ripley has an opportunity to tie the game up now with 8:25 to go. Second quarter. Ripley 6, Southside 7. Hendricks to attempt the PAT. There's a snap, a hold, kick up, and that looks good from here, and it is. So with 8:22 to go in the second, the game all knotted up at 7. Ripley 7, Southside 7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back right after this. 8:22 to go in a brand new ball game. Ripley 7, Southside 7 as the Ripley Tigers get ready to kick the ball back off to the Hawks. Hendricks will be kicking off for the Tigers.
You know, I was looking at the days I drove by the high school. I think we're only losing about 11 seniors after this season's over with. I believe that's right.
We got a big junior class. Of course, we've got some of those seniors are important keys.
Yes.
There's several of them. I know Pitts is one of them, and evidently Mooney is one.
The
So.
two twins.
Yeah.
Simpson boys.
Getting back to that starting lineup, halfback is number 40, Dalton Rogers. Slot, number 8, Josh Hearn. Wide receiver 11, J.Q. Hurdle. Number 80, wide receiver Robert Nelson. Number 1, Marjay Barbie. Running back and the quarterback, number 2, Sammy Smith. All right, Ripley's ready to kick the ball off. And it's a kick to the far side. It comes down to 30. He's taking it to 30. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to be brought down by DeLoach, but not until he crosses the 50-yard line. We had several people down that ran under the ball on that side because the ball stays up in the air a lot because it's kicking across the field. But we missed a couple of tackles out there that could have gotten him back a lot further.
That was that sophomore running for the Hawks at Carmel.
But it will be first down and 10. They'll be at the Tiger 48-yard line. 8:16 to go in the first half. Ripley and Southside tied up at 7.
See, the play clock should already be started. They wait until they get on the line, then they start the clock. They backwards on that.
Ripley waits for Southside to come to the line. Again, 8:16 to go. All tied up 7-7. Here come the Hawks. Wide outs to either side. Double wing. Man in motion. And option coming this way. And almost caught in the backfield, but he Pitts almost had him in the backfield. He turns it up, picks up about 4 yards. The ball will be at the 46-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 7.
I don't care who you are. If you got a quarterback that's mobile like that, you got to pop him every time.
Every time.
Every time. You can't let him go.
Hawks with wide outs to either side. And double wing formation again. Left wing in motion. And hand the ball to the fullback this time and hit, but not brought down yet. And finally brought down. He picks up about 2 yards. Let's say 1 yard. Down to the 45, so he's going to make it third down and about 7 for the Hawks.
I tell you what, he is a good running back at number 34. Of course, he's a senior.
So the ball right on the 45-yard line. 7:24 to go until halftime.
They still got 7 yards to go.
Third and 7.
Oh, you done said that, didn't you?
Ripley just waiting for Southside to break the huddle. They'll send wide outs to either side. Double wing formation. Shotgun again all night. That wasn't, he didn't leave soon enough. Intercepted by the Tigers. That's number 11, J.Q. Hurdle. He picks it off over the middle and brings it back out to the 50-yard line. So the Tigers with 7-16 get their second turnover of the game. And so Ripley Tigers right back in business.
I'm going to tell you what, I don't know how many passes he caught last week in that Jamboree game, but he is a great wide receiver.
He sure is. Hurdle doing a great job. Did a good job last year. He's really grown this year. He's another one of those in that junior class. So Ripley will have 3 wide to the left. That'll be Hurdle, Hearn, and DeLoach. Smith takes the high snap. He hands it off to Barbie, and he tries to cut back up, and he's caught in the backfield, but he gets back right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with right at 7 minutes to go in this first half.
Second play by number 34, Ricarius Lacey, and number 53.
Ripley back up on the line. Hurdle and Hearn to the right. DeLoach, or to the left. DeLoach to the right. There's Smith wanting to throw, looking, throwing long downfield, and it's going to be picked off by Southside down at the 15-yard line. So we swapped turnovers here, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks now. They're going to say he's at the 18-yard line.
That was Jamarion Graham. He's a freshman. He's also a quarterback and a safety for the Hawks.
So the Hawks back on offense just like that.
I believe the coach will go in halftime and straighten some things out.
I'm sure that'll be his goal. I'd like to be a fly on the wall sometimes. Hear exactly what they say. But we'll find out when they come back in the second half, see what kind of adjustments they make, and Ripley will get the ball to start the second half. Double wing, wide outs to either side for the Hawks. And there's an option coming this way. Nobody took the quarterback. They trip him up. A flag comes in late, and he gets down to about the 25-yard line, but I'm afraid it's going to, come back. And so it'll be a holding call against the Hawks, so that'll negate that run and put them back outside the sticks with 6:31 to go until halftime. 7-7 your score here in Jackson, Tennessee at Southside Hawk Stadium.
Yeah, I'll give a big shout out to both of our fans that's listening tonight. And Ripley, we want to say howdy to them.
Absolutely.
You got one and I got one.
So that puts the ball back at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st down and about 18. The Hawks with a 1st and 18. Ball on the 10-yard line. 6:20 to go. First half, 7-7 your score. Wide outs to either side. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to the running back, and we miss a tackle right at the line. And fortunately, number 32, DeLoach, holds onto his leg and brings him down as he crosses the 15 out to about the 18-yard line.
That was number 34, Lacey. He senior, he 220. You know, he reminds me of Artis. I mean, he's a big, strong, hard running back to bring down.
So he's actually got it spotted at the 17. So it's back to the sticks now. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. Hawks again, double wing, wide outs to either side. Man in motion, and the ball to the fullback. This time he's hit hard by Connor Mooney right in the middle. He wasn't moving that big fella. Connor Mooney for the Tigers. Just you're not running through him.
I don't believe a crane gonna move him. He's a big, stout kid.
Yeah, he's what, 6'3" and about 380.
Let me see. What number is he? 92.
Well, he's not on there at 92. He's on there as 70.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 380.
So it's pushing 400 pounds. It's hard to move him. You run into him, you're lucky if you bounce off. 4:50 to go till halftime. 3rd down and 8 for the Hawks. They hand the ball to the fullback. He goes, oh, good tackle there as he goes off the right side by RJ Barbie. He picks up a couple, but it's going to bring up 4th down for the Hawks, and they are going to be facing a 4th and 6 situation as the punt squad will come on, and Hurdle and Barbie, I believe, will go back deep for the Tigers.
Unless they try some trickarooey here to get that first down.
No, that's a dangerous place to do it.
Number 1, RJ Barbie.
Returners for the Tigers stand back about the 45, and they get a nice high punt off. The fair catch going to be called for by Barbie at the 47-yard line. So with 4 minutes exactly to go in this first half, Ripley will have the ball, first down and 10 at their own 46-yard line. And we'll see what the Tigers can pull ahead here right before halftime and then get the ball back to start the second half. Try to open this thing up a little bit.
Yeah, we need some separation room.
The Tigers have 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Smith takes a snap. He's a swing pass out to Deloach. And the ball bounces off his hands. He can't come down with it, so it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down 10 now. 5 seconds run off, 3:55 to go in this first half. Ball still at the 46-yard line. 2nd down, 10 for the Tigers.
You know, this game between the Hawks and the Tigers has been a rivalry for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, several. Ever since Coach Cruz has been here, I think we played 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Smith is going to take a snap, just a quarterback sweep to the right. He's across the 50, he's got the first down, and he gets down to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a Farm Bureau insurance rule. Ripley Tiger first down.
Good run by Sammy, but even better block by the offensive line.
2, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off to the running back, starts inside, breaks it back out, makes a couple of jukes and gets across the 35 down to the 34-yard line, and a flag on the play. That's in a position or in a situation or the place on the field where you'd think it'd be a hold. And maybe not. Yep, it's going to be a hold against the Tigers, so with 3:25 to go, the Tigers are going to be backed up outside the sticks.
Well, that umpire ain't called nothing all night. He needed something.
So it goes back across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Wow.
So it's going to be first down and about
22. It's 20.
Should be. 10-yard penalty and like 10 to start with. So it's 2nd down and 20. High snap, quarterback gets it. He's running to his left, and he just gets to the 50, picks up a couple of yards, and he's going to be brought down with 3:15 to go. Ripley will have the ball now, 3rd down, and about 18 to go. Ball near hash mark. 3 wide right for the Tigers, 1 to the left. Smith takes a snap. He throws to his right, looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, running on. He's now going to pull it down. Now he runs it, and he complete as he threw right on the run. He thought he was going to pull it down and run it. He gets it back inside the sticks, but it's still going to make. It's going to like about 9 yards to go for the first down. Well, no, I think it's a better spot than what I thought. About 7 yards to go.
I see who caught that ball. I believe it's number 88.
I couldn't tell. He was on the far sideline, and he did a good job of going up for it and caught it right on the sideline.
If that was just it was Stephen McDonald.
So Ripley will take a timeout. Again, we'll keep it here. Again, the scoreboard says 4th down, and the down marker on the far side says 3rd down. So we'll find out which one it is.
I mean, it's been a pretty even match. I mean, I think we should be up a couple scores. But
well, we've just turned the ball over and gotten penalties and had high snaps over. You know, we just we've been our own worst enemy so far tonight.
Right.
So Ripley's going to talk it over. They will get the ball to start the second half.
I wouldn't doubt until the orders come out that second half run that ball. I mean, not Aldridge, but O'Moya. I'm thinking of Aldridge Pitts from years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago on a different team.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
So it's going to be 3rd down 7 for the Tigers. Ball at the 39-yard line of Southside. 3 wide left, shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to roll to his left, looking to throw. He's got some room to run. A flag comes in as he's brought down at about the 33-yard line, but it's going to be another hold against the Tigers. So they take a step forward and 2 steps backwards.
I just run the clock down to halftime.
But I'm sure they'd like to get close enough to at least attempt the field goal. But they're going the wrong way for that. 2:32 to go until halftime. Ripley has the ball, but just had a penalty, a holding penalty called against them, so that's going to back them up again outside the sticks and place the ball down at the 49-yard line of Southside, which is going to make it 3rd down and about 18. Here's a snap. Smith looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, throws it now, got a man wide open, it's DeLoach, and he can't come down with it. It was going to be a 1st down, possibly could have been a touchdown. The ball hit him in his hands, and I'm not sure if he was trying to look where he was going to run, but feel bad for him because I know he works hard and he does everything to 110%, but he wasn't able to come down with that ball, so it'll make it 4th down now for the Tigers.
Oh man, he had the ball right there. Good throw by Sammy. He just couldn't come down with it. I mean,
he was wide open.
I mean, they kids. I mean,
that was a good. It was a good run. I mean, it was a good pass and a good route to get open. But Hearn will stand back at his own 36-yard line to punt the ball away for the Tigers. With 2:19 to go until halftime. Still tied, 7-7. High snap, but he gets it down and has a good punt. It's going to go down and fair catch called. And he fumbles it. Let's see if Ripley can get it back. There's a fight for it. And I think Southside's ended up with the ball. They did. But the ball is back inside the 15-yard line at about the 13, maybe 14. See where they put it. But it will be just 2 minutes before halftime. So the Hawks will definitely try to put something on the board. They'd like to go in leading, especially since Ripley will get the ball to start the second half.
You know, that's a good try by the Tigers to get that ball, but they just come up a little short.
Yeah, it was definitely a big scramble for it.
But the good thing about it, they're Southside's on the 14-yard line.
Absolutely.
That's what we want them further.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Southside. Ball at their own 15-yard line. 2:07 to go in this first half, tied 7-7. Hawks have wideouts to either side, double wing, shotgun formation. Left halfback in motion, they hand it to the fullback. He tries to get Mooney again, and Mooney just lays on top of it. And the flag comes out too. I don't know what it could be on us.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, maybe they thought it wasn't fair for Mooney to land on top of that guy. I wouldn't want him to land on me.
I don't know. No, me either.
I didn't see anything from this side.
I didn't even mind.
Face mask against Ripley. And that may, I couldn't see that from here, so, it was a big pile, but hopefully it's only the 5-yard variety and not the 15. That looks like what it is, incidental. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down and 5 to go from the 15-yard line with 1:45 to go until halftime. Still tied up, 7-7. Same formation for the Hawks.
Oh, somebody
And
jumped.
yeah, they left early, but no flag came out. And Ripley had him wrapped up in the backfield, but they let him get loose, and he is still on his feet. Got the first down, and he's still on his feet. A couple of helmets come off, or at least Ripley does, but there was an offsides penalty on the Hawks that was not called.
Yeah.
That should have been a penalty. That play should not have counted.
No, because they definitely left early.
They did. And they had at least one, if not two people that left early, and that was a no call. I hate to even say that we're getting some home cooking here, but we'll see if we get any more like that. But that was definitely a bad no call.
That's the third or fourth call that they made, or that they didn't call.
1:21 to go until halftime. Tied 7-7. Southside has the ball at their own 44-yard line.
Which I know you can't call everything, but well,
I mean, that was obvious.
yeah, big time.
I think I got an update from Halls. Well, Tippin Rosemark 27, Halls 7. Right before halftime, they're close to the same point in the game that we are. Southside comes back out from the sideline. They'll have same formation except two wide to the right, one to the left, single wing to the right, and they're going to throw it out into the flat, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. It'll make it 2nd and 10 with 1:15 to go until halftime.
I tell you, a little fire that time out of Marche. Him and this receiver down here, they kind of get into it a little bit, but hey.
A little Baney rooster pecking.
Yeah, it wasn't much to it.
He's probably just trying to jam him, try to keep him off the liner. He could have been trying to block him. I didn't see him. I was looking at the ball, and here comes the snap. They hand the ball. Oh, the quarterback pulls it out, and he's hit hard there by number 54 for the Tigers. He's going to lose some yards. As forward progress, they may say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he hit the ground about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 54 for the Tigers is Keenan King. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, they let well, it's 4th down. Well, I don't know what.
It's third and 9.
Yeah, it was 3rd a while ago.
Same formation for the Hawks. Man in motion. Quarterback wants to throw. Drops straight back. Got a man wide open. He overthrows him by about 10 or 15 yards. Number 35 was covering him, but he fell down. And that's Shermar Hayes. He's a senior. But fortunately, the ball was thrown about 10 yards over his head and out in front of him, so it comes down incomplete.
It's 4th down.
It'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, is it 3rd?
No, 4th. You're right. 4th down and 9.
I don't know what down it is.
Yeah, it's hard to tell up here because the scoreboard and the down marker are not going together, but it's they're going for it. 4th down and 9 with 37 seconds to go.
They're going to try to pull Tiger off.
And they got a procedure that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Penalty marker.
About time they got a penalty. So now they'll send in the punt squad.
Back to punt block, number 10, Christian.
Well, I tell you, Tiger could hit the ball and just run all the way down.
Run all the way back. That'd be the way to end the first half and just pick up where you left off in the second half. Barbie and Hurdle back deep to return.
Number 1, Marjay.
They stand back at their own 20. There's a snap, and he gets a pretty good punt off. It's a spiral, it hits and rolls, and Marjay's going to pick it up at the, no, that was Hurdle. He picks it up at the 20 and gets out to the 25. And that's where this play is going to, the first offensive play for the Tigers is going to start. There's a little pushing going on. And
Well, they shouldn't go get the Tigers because the Southside Hawks was down there. The dude laid on top of
yeah, they always get the second
Hurdle.
person. They always tell you the second person that throws and punts or does something is the one that gets caught. And I think you're right. I think they're going to call that against Ripley. In my opinion, it should be offsetting because both of them did something.
Well, but the dude that tackled Hurdle was laid on top of him way too long than he should have, and that should have been an unsportsmanlike conduct right there.
Right. I don't disagree with you.
Don't get me fired up as Pentecostal preacher in here. And I'll say some things.
26 seconds to go.
Personal
until
foul
halftime.
against Ripley.
Personal foul, so they'll be offsetting, so that was fair.
Yeah.
That was fair, so the penalties are offset. It'll be first down and 10 for Ripley with 26 seconds to go. Ball at their own 25-yard line. Again, tied 7-7. Remember, next Friday night, the Ripley Tigers will be at home against Crockett County. And it'll be the opening home game of the season for the Tigers, so make your plans now to come out and support the Ripley Tigers next Friday night.
That's right. Pay that money and support these babies. I still don't have no updated scores. I mean, Coach T doesn't do very well. And, well, yeah, I got some from East Tennessee, but.
All right, Ripley on offense, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Smith takes a snap. He hands it off. He's trying to get outside. He breaks the first tackle, but the second one gets him at about the 25. It's going to be the ball. They started on the 20, looks like 23, and he picks up a couple just out across the 25, but only 10 seconds to go. Not sure we'll even run another play. I don't think we will. So at the end of the first half here at Southside, the score, Ripley 7, Southside 7, and Ripley will get the ball to start the second half, so be sure to stay tuned. A lot of football still to go. Just back from halftime as we get ready to start the second half. Knotted up score here, 7-7, Ripley versus Southside. Southside got the ball on the opening kickoff, so Ripley will get it for the second half. As we are hoping to get a bunch of touchdowns in the second half, we could hardly buy one in the first half.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot with a bunch of penalties, so we're going to have to watch this second half.
Yeah, we had our share of penalties and miscues on offense, snapping the ball high and then just not catching a couple of passes that were there. So we just got to settle down, settle into our game, play our game, and I think we'll be fine.
Yep.
Both teams just finishing their warm-up. Both teams, or both schools' bands played at halftime, both Ripley and Southside. Don't have any updated scores yet.
The only one I seen was Union City was getting beat in the second half, 26-6 by Ainsworth. I believe they're out of Nashville.
I think you're right. They're traditionally a powerhouse.
Yeah.
We're just moments away from kickoff. OTC just came through here. Old Turner Crowder, you got to remember him from football in the past. He was Johnny on the spot for a long time.
Number 45.
Miss him.
Yeah, we do.
He wasn't the biggest fellow on the field. Boy, he made himself known.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys you always had to account for.
Yeah, he's standing right here. That's the way he's shut down.
Yeah, he said he wants to get on the radio, but I'm kind of scared.
Once again, we want to remind Hawk fans our touchdown sponsor tonight, Mitchell's Body Shop. Our first time sponsor
Both
will be
teams
First Bank.
getting ready now. Both teams take their respective sidelines.
Packaging Corporation of America, reliable pallet storage solutions south. Made it easy there. Golden Circle Home Group.
Said early in the first, well, second quarter, don't forget about next Friday night at Tiny Knee Stadium where we take on the Crockett County Cavaliers. They're playing Jackson Southside tonight. I can't find a score on them, or Dyersburg, or Dyer County, or Haywood.
Or Covington, Munford.
Yeah, Covington, Munford, can't find nothing on them.
A lot of games of interest from around West Tennessee. Unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of information to pass along, but maybe as we get closer to the fourth quarter, we'll get some updates.
Of course, this is the first year for the Southside Hawks. Their new coach, I don't even know his name.
Well, he's from Covington, like you mentioned, and I know that he didn't come until June, and they had they didn't have any assistants to stay, so it's a whole new staff. But they look like they've done a pretty good job in the short period of time they've had
Yeah.
to work with. Back big for the Tigers is number 1, RJ Barbie, and Looks like Vernon Thompson, maybe. I can see the 3, but I can't see the other side.
Number 23, Black Vernon
I
Thompson.
can't tell, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
Is it 23?
Yeah, it is 23, Vernon Thompson. Here's the kick. Long end over end kick, and it's going to be taken at the 11, crosses the 20, 25, the 30, and
He's
still
still
on
moving.
his feet, gets across the 35, and finally brought down at the 40-yard line. I think that was Barbie on the carry, or on the return. Nice return, all the way out to the 40-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it. First down and 10. This will be the first offensive play of the second half for the Ripley Tigers.
First and 10, Ripley Tigers.
Yeah, I was thinking that they were going to bring out
Right.
Omoyan to run the ball some, but
First down and 10, nose the ball right on the 40-yard line. Ripley still in the spread. They'll have 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Smith in shotgun. Takes a snap, gonna run straight up the gut. He's got a little bit of room. He twists and turns and pushes forward and gets 5 yards out of it, out to the 45. It'll bring up second down and 5.
yeah, good run by Sammy on that quarterback key.
Yeah, it was just a call quarterback run all the way, and they took a couple of yards away from us, so it's gonna be second down and 7. Same formation, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's gonna run straight up again, and he's hit hard right at the 45-yard line.
That's that number 34 for the Southside Hawks at Lacey.
Tackle on the play by number 34, Ricarius.
So it's gonna bring up 3rd and 5 for the Tigers.
All right, they taking, well, now he's going to the sideline team. He has to get to play. They bring in Marjorie back in.
RJ is gonna be the running back, standing right to the left of Smith. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Now he switches over to the right side. Barbie does. Here's the snap. High snap. He hands it to Marjay. He's hitting the backfield and wrapped up. He don't want to go down. He's hard to get down, but he does finally and loses about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up 4th down and right at 10. We'll call it 9. 4th down and 9. The Tigers stall out after that good kickoff return, and the punt team will come on.
4th down. Back to punt for the Tigers.
Hearn to punt the ball away for the Tigers. He'll stand back
Right,
close
back
to
guard, back
his
receive for the
26-yard line.
number 9, Keyshawn Thomas.
Here's a snap. He runs to his right. It's a nice kick. It's going to hit and actually just about dies right inside the 30 at about the 28 or 9-yard line. And that's where Southside will go to work this time. First down and 10.
Yeah, we didn't do, Sammy got a pretty good run, but we got to move that ball, Mike. We got to get that ball down the
You
field.
got to get first down. You got to do a sustained drive or at least a breakaway. We've got to need to put some points on the board either way. Again, 9:43 to go. Opening minutes of the 3rd quarter. Tied 7-7. Ripley at Southside. Again, Ripley playing a 4A school tonight. Southside to the ball. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Wing man in motion to hand the ball to the fullback, going back up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles and picks up about 5 yards going off the right side. Maybe 6 yards.
He's number 34, Lacey. He's a real hard runner.
Let's bring up second down and about 5.
Second down.
Two wide left, 1 to the right for the Hawks. Wing back in motion, handed off to the fullback. He's caught in the backfield this time. And a couple of them slowing him down, and then he ran into Mooney, and that just stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah.
Mooney's a force there in the middle of that line.
Yes, he is, Mike. He's a big cat. He's not heavy. But He's just a good sized kid.
Yeah, he's big old boy.
Third down.
You tell he eats a lot of beans and taters.
Eat a lot of something. I hate that to feed him.
He brings up fourth down, when third down and about 6.
3rd and 5 or 6. Ball at the 34-yard line. Too wide right. Quarterback wants to throw. Throws it out incomplete.
And almost intercepted by Barbie.
Yeah, it was. He was just a little quick pass. The wideout took a step forward and then came back to catch the ball, and Barbie was just about there when the ball was, but it does fall incomplete now. And we'll bring up 4th down. So the Hawks now are getting ready to punt the ball away.
I believe this is going to come down to the last one got the ball.
Very well could. If that's the case, I hope it's us.
Me and you both.
Barbie back, as well as Hurdle. They stand back around their 30-yard line as they await the punt. And here it is. High punt. It'd be a fair catch call for it. Oh, not handled cleanly, and Southside picks it up.
Yes, Southside got the ball.
He misjudged that the ball was a little bit further in front, and he had to reach out to grab it and couldn't pull it in, so the ball hits the ground. And that gives us Hawks a 1st down in Tiger territory down at the 38-yard line. Will be 1st down and 10 Hawks with 8:11 to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I don't know what the Tigers are thinking.
They're just making mistakes.
Big mistakes.
Two wide to the right for the Hawks, one to the left. Wing to the right, shotgun formation. Wingman in motion. And they hand the ball to a misdirection play coming back, and he's going to lose yardage because they're going to catch him back at the 40-yard line. He's going to lose about 3. It'll make it 2nd down and 12 for the Hawks.
Well, I got to give it all out to the Tiger defense. They're doing their job.
We've got an official timeout, injury timeout for the Hawks. But all injury timeouts this year brought to you by Star Physical Therapy. Don't let an injury, and I think that's just going to be a cramp the way that they're working on him. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game or out of work. It's Star Physical Therapy. And they help him up. He's going to be able to leave under his own power as soon as they get through pressing that toe back. And as they still work on it, we will look to see if we've got any more updates.
I know I didn't have any.
Injured Hawk is number 53.
Walks off under his own power. Back up to the line now for the Hawks. Everybody in pretty tight. One guy split a little bit to the left. A toss sweep going to the left. Trying to get outside. He's got the 1st down. One man to beat, and he's not going to go in. He was tripped up by number 26, and we've got a Tiger that's down. That looks like Omarion. Looks like he's in some pain. Not sure that's Omarion, but thought by the color of his gloves, that's who I thought it would have been.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, it is. So we don't want to lose him, and he doesn't want to lose his senior year, I can guarantee you. Hopefully it's just a cramp, and that's what it is. Early in this year, you get a lot of those.
Yeah. Scotts Hill 13, Lexington 7.
Wow.
McKenzie 14, Huntington 12. See if I can find some more. Perry County 20, Greenfield nothing. Tippin Road Park 28, Hall 7. O'Brien County 21, Lake County 14. Henry County 35, Brighton 3. Munford 16, Covington 7.
Good game.
And I've got some Division 2 and 3, but
No Dyersburg, Dyer County, or
I hadn't seen it, Mike. I was drove back up to see if I can find it.
do we have anything on Crockett in the north side yet? So again, we're under an injury timeout, and Pitts is now up on his feet. He had a cramp. He'll be able to play. He'll have a sore muscle tomorrow.
Yes, Crockett County 20, Jackson Southside 7.
Ripley, Tiger injured on the play.
So that was Marion Pitts, Big O, and he goes off. And the Ripley Tigers are going to be facing
First and 10, Southside
the
Hawks.
south side with a first down and 10
19,
ball at the Tiger 19-yard line when play resumes.
I give my hats off to the Southside coaching staff no longer than they've had.
Yeah.
Work with these kids, they've done a great job.
And they got some good athletes too,
Yes,
which
they
Coach
do.
Cruz said they were very athletic. Two wide right, wing to the right. Man in motion. And they hand it to the fullback coming back this way again, trying to get outside. And a good job by Marjay as he brings him down. But they're going to say it's a horse collar. And they're going to get us again. Marjay, he really took a little bit of an inside route, I thought. But he didn't let him get away from him. But I guess that's the call. That's the only thing I could see.
I thought he grabbed him by the shirt. Or by the jersey.
I couldn't tell. That's just
over.
what I figured they would call. Oh, no, it's going to be against Southside. According to some replay, yeah, hold it. So that'll move them back 10 yards. West decline.
And holding against the Hawks, and a face mask against the Tigers.
Okay,
Both fouls
offsetting
offset.
penalties. Face mask against Ripley and holding against Southside. So we'll just play that down over again. $7:13 to go in this third quarter as we're still tied 7-7. First down and 10 for the Hawks at the Tiger 19-yard line. One wide out to either side for the Hawks. Now they send the second one wide to the left. That's number 4. And number 34 is in the backfield. He's been a workhorse tonight. Puts his wing in motion and hands it off to the fullback going right up the gut. And he drags one of Ripley's players. I think that was Hurdle or Deloach or both that just grabbed a hold of an ankle and wouldn't let go, but he was able to pull him for about 9 yards. It'll make it second down 1. Nose of the ball right on the 10-yard line.
I would expect number 4 for the Hawks to get that ball this time.
4:34.
Yeah.
Well, they've got second down. But this is kind of a free play. They may throw it in the end zone. We'll find out in just a minute. Some confusion on the offense. South side, they get it straightened out. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. And man in motion. They hand the ball to the fullback again. He's brought down right at the 10. I don't think he got the first down.
I don't think he did, Mark. I mean, Mike, because he got hit right at that 10-yard line.
Yeah, and they're going to spot the ball right at the 10. He has to get to almost a 9 for a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Good job by the defensive line for the Tigers holding him down to 1 because he's broke loose a few times going up the middle. Hawks with everybody in tight this time. Wing back, and the ball to the big running back, hitting the backfield by number 82, and he's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line again. No gain, because it's going to bring up 4th down and 1, or 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, they're bringing Amorion back in.
Good, glad to see him coming back out.
Like number 4's got cramps too, but he could be just playing.
So it'll be 3rd, or check that, it'll be 4th and 1.
Yes.
The Hawks are going for it. They got a big stand right here,
Yeah, this ball going to number 4 right here.
or 34. Put a man in motion, now they put him back in the slot position. Now they have number Number 34, he gets hit in the backfield, and the Ripley Tigers catch him from behind and actually get him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was the quarterback that had the ball.
It was the quarterback, he kept the ball, and I think Pitts was one of the first ones there, and 2 or 3 more Tigers, they brought him down to 20. They're going to say he was down at the 16-yard line, but the Tigers will take over on down. So the Ripley Tigers, new life, and they don't give up any points here. So first down and 10 for the Tigers.
Yes, they hurt that boy.
That was the way to bend but not break for the Tigers.
Now we need to do something.
100%.
We need to score on this drive.
The Tigers will have 3 wide to the right. That'll be Hearn, DeLoach, and I can't see the other side. On this side it's going to be Hurdle. Quarterback's going to take it and hand it off to Barbie. He starts outside, cuts it back inside, still on his feet. He crosses the 20, and that's about as far as he'll get. So it'll be about a 3-yard pickup, bringing up second down and 7.
Back on play number 34 with Darius Lacey. Second down.
Ripley right back up over the ball. I think that's DeLoach is the other wide out, 2 to either side. They hand the ball this time to Barbie, trying to get outside on the right side. He splits a couple of tacklers, gets the first down, and gets across the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's number 48 for the Hawks that brought him down, but we don't have a 48 on their schedule. I mean, on their roster.
Number 48. Aiden Collins.
And looks like it's a penalty against the Tigers.
My Lord.
I never saw a flag.
That don't make no sense.
I was looking for the referee to see the call. I never saw a signal. May have missed it, but I didn't see it. That's going to back the Tigers up. I'd like to know at least what they call it.
It says holding.
Say it's a hold. Coach may sew their hands to their jerseys next week. Head coaches that threaten to do that. All right, it's going to back us up now to make it second down 17. Smith rolls to his right, looking downfield, looking. He throws. It's complete to Hearn. He gets past the second one, and pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down. He had 17 to go. I think he got about 15 out of it. So it will bring up third down and about 2. Ball right at the 25-yard line. Big third down here for the Tigers with 3:22 to go in the third. Tied 7-7. 3 wide left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. Smith's going to run it himself off the right side. He's got the first down. Flag comes in again.
Flag in the back.
We got the first down, but they're going to get us for something. They're going to say a hold again against the Ripley Tigers.
That's bull. I'm going to tell you right there, that is just bull.
Yeah, I have to watch it back to see. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I've seen a lot of things when I watch the replay that I didn't see in live action. I don't know if that'll be the case here or not. You can bet I'll be watching it. And I'm sure the coaches and a lot of other people will be watching to see if it, the thing about it is most teams, somebody does a little holding every play, and it's just, you got to call it the same both ways. And if you're not going, now the flag came out, I think that's going to be against, it's going to be I believe against the Ripley coaching, or against the bench anyway. I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct. I think Coach Cruz was a little upset about that call, and I can't say that I blame him.
Well, you going to tell me that they can see a hold, but they can't see the offside and all that, and don't call it on the Hawks?
I don't disagree with you.
Yes, sideline warning.
Okay, just sideline warning. So that's
sideline warning against the Ripley Tigers.
And it's going to bring up third down and about 13 for Ripley. Ball at the 15-yard line. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Empty backfield. Quarterback wants to roll. He throws out. It's complete. Intercepted by the Hawks. The ball hit DeLoach in the hands, went over his head, and was picked off by the Hawks. And he gets down to about the 10-yard line, where the Hawks will be in business in the red zone. It'll be first down and 10 for the Hawks at the 10-yard line, so it'll be first and goal with 3:03 to go in the third quarter, tied 7-7. The Hawks in business in the red zone.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what nobody says, the Ripley offense needs a lot of work this coming week. A lot of work.
I don't imagine coaches would argue with that.
Defense has done a great job.
Well, the defense needs to stand tall here, that's for sure. They've done it once before. Hopefully they can do it again.
Well, Justin said that the offense was behind the defense, you know, needed to work on timing and stuff.
All right, here we go. One wide to the left, one wide to the right. Double wing. Shotgun formation, wing in motion. He's wanting to throw. Throwing over the middle. And intercepted by the Ripley Tigers.
Yes.
Right at the goal line. I think they're going to say it's at the 1 yard line.
At about the 2 yard line or 1 yard line.
It's at the 2. So Ripley back in business. The defense again stands tall. So Ripley will be back on offense, 98 yards away from pay dirt. Who was that? Was that Hurdle that intercepted it? He was. He may be the next Johnny on the spot. He's been a lot of places the last week and this week. Been in the thick of things.
Yeah, but we got to get out of this end zone.
Yeah. Ripley with 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. The left is Hearn and Hurdle. I can't see the other ones on the far side.
Me either, Mike.
Smith takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. And he's going to be caught in the backfield.
That's a safety.
It's going to be a safety, so it's going to be 2 points for the Hawks as they're going to take the lead 9-7. Ripley will have to kick the ball to them. It was a direct snap, obviously, to shotgun position quarterback, and he couldn't get out of the end zone. They came pouring through on the right side of that offensive line, and nowhere to go. Coach Cruz, he's really giving some of the players on the far side what for.
He should.
Absolutely.
He should. He should jump all over them.
So Ripley will have the opportunity to either punt or kick from their own 20-yard line. Southside will get the ball back. 2:54 to go in this third quarter. Ripley trails for the first time, 9-7.
Hey, I give my hats off to the Southside Hawks.
Let's see if Ripley decides to where they're going to kick it or punt it. I think they're going to kick it. I believe I see Hendricks coming out. Now he's going to kick it, place it on the ground with a tee, and kick it from the near hash mark from the 20.
Number 5, page 9, comment.
It's okay if I take a picture of either of y'all's rosters real quick.
Number 4, Josh Stokes.
Do what?
It's okay if I take a picture of the rosters.
Of ours?
Yeah.
2:54 to go, third quarter.
Southside's 2 or just
Southside 9, Ripley 7, as Ripley gets ready to kick the ball away after being caught in the end zone and giving up a safety
one for Southside.
to make the score 9-7.
Tanner Hendricks.
Tanner Hendricks to kick the ball away for the Tigers. Hey, good coverage here.
Yep.
Maybe a fumble. And here's the kick. A nice kick, end over end, taken at the 35, mishandled, but he picks it back up, crosses the 40, and gets across the 45 and the 50. Still on his feet as he gets to the 40-yard line. A flag comes out, and that has to be a block in the back, I would think, against Southside. We'll see 2 flags on the field. So
I'm going to say it's going to go against Ripley.
shouldn't be. I mean, we're on defense, so we're running down. Not that much a defensive player can do.
Well, I thought the defensive player, he pushed the guy out of bounds and just kept pushing him. I thought that might have got him for
that could have
that.
been. I didn't see
No,
that.
no, it's going against Southside.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Southside. It was helmet to helmet.
Penalty against Southside Hawks, shot block.
So that will be a big 15-yard penalty, I believe, and mark them back across the 50.
It's about the 40, 45.
He will put the ball down right on the 40-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Southside from their own 40-yard line, which was a break for the Tigers. With 2:46 to go, the Tigers trail by 2, 9-7.
And we're still in the game.
Oh, no doubt.
We're just going to have to make some smart offensive plays.
Yeah, we got to do what we're capable of doing. We need to break loose. We hadn't had that that break loose moment yet. I think the Tigers ever break loose and they get a little confidence, I think they'll start to roll. But they've yet to do that. Here's the handoff, or the quarterback's an option. He keeps this way, and he's brought down in the backfield. First one there was Omarion Pitts, number 56, cleans it up, as well as number 82. 82 is Jaquan Robertson, and 56 for the Tigers is Will Rose. So they lose about
A lot.
well, they're only going to, they gave his forward progress. He loses about a yard.
Wow.
So it'll be 2nd and 11.
They say he weighs 180 pounds, that quarterback with the Hawks, but I don't believe it. He might.
Well, I'm, for one, I'm going to look forward to seeing this game back on Tiger TV so that I can look and see if I think the penalties are being called correctly. Of course, what I think doesn't amount to anything anyway. But it's 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion. They hand it to the fullback going off the right side. He caught, tripped up in the backfield, but not brought down, and finally brought down by Deloach as he rides him out of bounds after a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Hawks. With 1:46, he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Let's see where they actually spot the ball. They're going to say it's at the 47-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Hawks. Time for the defense to get stiff again. Hawks send 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Single wing to the left. He goes in motion behind the quarterback. They hand it to the fullback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and stopped there as he's brought down finally by Deloach. And he actually loses about a yard, so it's going to bring it 4th down and about 5 for the Hawks.
Deloach's been everywhere.
Yeah, Deloach is a motor.
I get Southside going for it.
Looks like it. Of course, they may try to draw us offsides, and then if we don't jump, they've called timeout and punt. We'll see.
Well, all they need is 4 yards for the 1st down.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that back, 4.5.
Yeah, 5 yards to give it to them, so that's one thing I'm sure they're saying in the huddle. Don't jump. Don't give it to them easy. And in motion. They tried to pull us off then, and we didn't jump. We flinched, but we didn't jump. And now here comes the timeout, and that's what I thought might happen, and it did. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the last 1 minute of the 3rd quarter right after this. Back for the last 1 minute of this 3rd quarter here in Southside as the Ripley Tigers travel here to take on the Hawks. The situation is it's 4th down and 5. 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. The Hawks have 9. Ripley has 7. And the Hawks are in punt formation. Back deep for the Tigers is going to be Barbie and Hurdle. They'll stand back at about their own 25. Closer to the 20 now. Don't want it to go over your head. Oh, it's a fake. And it fumbles the ball, and they pick it up, but we still get on it, so they did not do anything but hurt themselves on that. They should have punted. AT3 in on that, and number 35 and 54. 35 for the Tigers is Shermar Hayes, and 54 for the Tigers is Keenan King.
And that's put us in a good position to score.
The Tigers have an opportunity, at least they take over on the south side end of the field. South side trying to fake a punt. They snapped it to the up back, and he had nowhere to go, and then after he got hit, he fumbled the ball. So the Tigers need to take control here. They need to take the referees out of it and just, do what they can do and march the ball down the field and not let the referees pull anything back from them. 2 wide, 3 wide to the right for the Tigers, 1 to the left. Smith in shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. He's got a guard out in front of him. He gets past the first tackler and the second one, and he gets down to the 25, a pickup of about 8. It should bring up 2nd down and 2 with 40 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Ripley trailing 9-7.
Score of interest, if you care. Bolivar Central 37, Fayetteville 6.
Now we play Bolivar Central, so they'll be on the schedule this year. All right, 28 seconds. Ripley to the line, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap, and quarterback is a toss sweep or a pitch out and breaks the tackle and gets the 1st down. Number 27 for the Tigers. I don't have a 27.
No.
Did I look at his number wrong, or?
I think you're looking at 23.
Okay. Well, if
Yeah,
it's 23,
23.
that's Marcus Brown. He's a freshman. So first down and 10 for the Tigers. 5 seconds, 4. All right, we get the snap off, and we fumble the ball, trying to get that last play in. I think we got back on top of it. We lose a couple yards. So at the end of 3, it is Jackson Southside 9, Ripley 7. So we're going to take a 1-minute break and be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this. We are ready for the 4th and final quarter here on week 1, or I think it's actually week 0, the first week of high school football here. And the Tigers have traveled to Jackson Southside to take on the Hawks. As we start the 4th quarter, Ripley trails 9-7. They'll have the ball 2nd down and 12 at the Hawks' 22-yard line. Ripley will have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Smith takes a snap. He rolls to his left. He's got chased out of the pocket. He dodges him and throws it into the flat. And a flag comes out late. And it comes in the area you would think would be a hold. And that's what it is. Ripley is going to, that was an incomplete pass. So it would have been 3rd down and 12. Now it's going to make it 3rd down and 22.
Every time Ripley starts to get an edge, the flag comes out.
It sure seems like it, don't it? So they'll mark it off against Ripley. I'm anxious to watch this game back, and I'm sure the coaches are too. And of course, if you have an issue with a referee, you can turn it into the TSSAA. Sometimes something happens, sometimes it doesn't. So Ripley will come to the line, 3 wide right. Here's a snap. Quarterback Smith rolls to the right, and he hits Hearn, and Hearn drops it, hits him right in about the hip. And he tried to turn up, run with it just a little bit too early, and it falls incomplete. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 22 for the Ripley Tigers.
3rd down.
And I understand what these young guys are doing because, you've caught that ball so many times, and what you're trying to do is make some yards after the catch, but you can't forget the catch. It doesn't do any good to run down the field without the ball. Here's Ripley wanting to throw, rolls to his right, now scrambles back to his left. Still looking downfield. Now he's got a man wide open at the 9-yard line, and that is Hearn. And Hearn it's inside the sticks and close to the 10-yard line, I think. Not enough for a 1st down, but it's enough to make it 4th and short. And the ball's going to be at the 14-yard line. And it's 4th down. Ripley lined up to go for it.
They're going to kick it.
Yeah, it looks like the field goal unit's going to come in. So Ripley trying to take a 1-point lead. Hearn's typically the holder. He's the one that came back and caught that ball. He had to really come back for it because Smith threw it from one side of the field all the way to the other side. Tanner Hendricks in to attempt the PAT from the near hash mark for the Tigers. Good snap, good hold, good kick is what we need here. Snap's good, hold, up, kick, and it's blocked.
My God.
And so offsides against Southside, so
Well, that's good.
that will be enough for a 1st down. So Ripley will get a 1st down at the 10-yard line, or
My
maybe
God,
the 9.
My God. Thank you, Jesus.
What's that?
I said, thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
1st down, Ripley Tigers.
So that'll give the Tigers a 1st down because it was 4th and 4, and so they'll have 1st and goal now inside the 10-yard line, and that 1st down brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Said who's coming in and run that ball, don't you?
He's in, and this is where you'd want him to run it, inside the 10. Short yard situations, but let's see if he's a decoy or they hand it to him. 2 wide to either side, and they do hand it to Pitts. He's trying to get outside. He's got some moves. He's got some power.
He's in.
He runs into the end zone for a Ripley Tiger touchdown.
All right.
Ripley now 13-9 with 10:30 to go in the ball game. Ripley takes the lead for the 1st time. And that was Omarion Pitts. He had some pretty good speed to get out there on that corner, and then when anybody got in his way, whether it was his teammates or somebody else, he just ran them over and goes into the end zone for a Ripley Tiger touchdown. And that is a Bank Tennessee for a Ripley Tiger touchdown. $25 donated to the Ripley football program for every touchdown scored throughout the season by Bank Tennessee. Ripley is lined up for their point after.
The 34 for the Hawks is coming out. Hello, hello.
And let's see, we have,
They're gonna go for 2.
yeah, looks like it. Ripley decides to go for 2. That'd make it 14-9.
Yeah, but they was gonna have to get a touchdown
I mean, not
anyway.
14, but 15. Get right. Let's see what the Tigers are doing. It looks like their offense is back out there.
They got Artist. I mean, I don't know why I keep calling him Artist. Ernest. I mean, not Ernest either.
Omarion.
Omarion.
Omarion back in. And Ripley has everybody in tight. Super tight. Matter of fact, it looks like it's going to be a direct snap to Pitts, and it is, and he goes in off the left side.
He got it.
And he gets a 2-point conversion, so now Ripley up 15-9. That puts them 6 points ahead. So if they got a touchdown and missed the extra point, we'd still be tied. So Ripley takes the first lead of the game, 15-9, with 10:30 to go in the ball game.
Maybe that's the push we needed right there.
Maybe. Hopefully everybody's fired up. The defense gets a turnover and the offense starts clicking on all cylinders. Be nice to finish this game out that way, because we definitely need to go into next week's game that way.
Yeah, because I'm sure we're gonna be praying through the rest of the fourth quarter. So we'll be playing Crockett County next Friday night at Connie Neat Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Harris Press Box.
You got it.
We need one more name.
Well, we're Crazy Horse out there somewhere. We call it the Crazy Horse End Zone or something.
No. Call it
Crazy
Mike
Horse
White.
Fieldhouse. Well, 10:30 to go in this ball game. Ripley takes the first lead of the game, 15-9. With 10:30 to go, Ripley getting ready to kick off to the Hawks. Tanner Hendricks kicking again for the Tigers.
How deep can he kick?
Well, he doesn't try to kick as deep as he does high and all the way across the field, because he puts it high so his punt kick coverage can run down under, hopefully make a tackle, be there close to the same time the ball is. I think he probably aims for around the 30-yard line.
Number 26, Tanner Hendricks, to kick off.
Hendricks looks like he may try to kick it deep this time. He's not lined up at an angle like he usually is. Let's see what happens. And here's the kick, and he does. He kicks it long, kicks it over everybody's head and into the end zone. So that answers your question. How far can he kick? He doesn't usually kick that way, but instead of giving them the ball at the 30 or 35-yard line, they'll have it at the 20. Now they're 80 yards away. So to me, that says Coach Cruz got confidence in his defense.
Like I said earlier, and I don't take back what I said, the defense, you can't ask for no better. But the offense, we got some work to do.
And most coaches, including ours, and I've heard Blake say this at Halls too, the defense is always a little bit ahead of the offense, because the offense has to learn plays. The defense just has to get after it. They have to learn assignments and responsibilities, but everything's not as choreographed on defense as it is on offense.
Well, the offense has to learn the blocking skills.
So the Hawks will come to the line. First down and 10. 2 wide to the left. Single wing to the left. He goes in motion. Low snap. And the quarterback's going to run it going around the right side. He's hit just about the line of scrimmage, maybe behind the line of scrimmage. He is.
He's going to
be brought down. I think they're going to. Ripley's saying that they got the ball, but I think they're going to say he's down. But the ball, it's going to be a loss, at least a couple of yards.
He keeps getting hit like that. Well, no, he's got to come out.
Why?
The main ref is sending him out.
Maybe I don't know. I didn't seem to do that unless you had, helmet came off.
No, he got hit hard. The Ripley defense been putting the lick on him.
And number 34 comes in, and the backup quarterback, number 2.
It's number 3, I think. Number 3 is Gavin Stewart. He's a sophomore. He's 6'1", 180.
So they'll come with 1 wide out to the left, double wing formation, shotgun. motion, quarterback takes a snap, and he's running the option this way, and he's bottled up. And number 3 is right. He gets brought down at the 15. So he's going to lose another 4 yards. It's going to bring it 3rd down and 15.
3rd down.
Maybe 14, depends on the exact spot. But back in the hole, the Tiger defense playing well so far on this defensive stand, and hopefully this will get the offense and everybody fired up, and we can start clicking here in the last part of this game. You want to end the game on a good note for sure.
You know, like I know, Mike, you get off to a slow start, and the other team could be up 40 on you just like that.
Absolutely. Especially when you make as many mistakes as we make.
Yes.
And you get as many penalties called on you. And I'm sure we deserve some of them. Whether we deserved them all or not, I don't know. We'll see. Now it's 3rd down and 14, ball on the 16-yard line of the Hawks. 1 wide to the left. Double wing. And he left too early.
Yeah, 6
And they're
left
going to call that.
way.
And intercepted by the Tigers. That was number 11.
That's Hurdle.
That Hurdle again. And they did a, what are they saying? Yeah, that's Ripley's ball. But, you know, it's a good thing they messed up by not calling the offsides. Because if they did, then it would have been a penalty and that play wouldn't have counted. We wouldn't have got the interception.
Well, they calling something on, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're having a conversation there. And now they're saying, I don't know what they're saying. We'll have to wait and see. I was watching some of the Hawk players and they were acting like it was a penalty against Ripley, but definitely having a conversation.
Well, the dude, number 6 left way too early.
Yeah, he did, but no flag came out. Now, there's a flag laying down there beside the referee, but I didn't see it come out during the play.
I didn't either, Mike.
Well, we're still having that conversation. 8:43 to go in this ball game. Ripley on top, 15-9. And we're trying to determine if it's 1st down and 10 for Ripley or not, or Southside maintains possession. Well, we've got some kind of decision coming now. They're waving the flag off. Okay, good job. So now Ripley has the ball, 1st down and 10 inside Southside territory at the 30, or excuse me, the 28-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Those turnovers brought to you by Ripley Parts and Tires. I think I missed 1 or 2 of them.
They got Morion back out.
Again, Ripley Parts and Tires. All the turnovers this year. Go out and see Paul and the bunch out there. They'll take care of it.
No, he's going back off.
So 8:43 to go in the game. Ripley up by 6, 15-9. Nobody wide this time except for Barbie. He split wide to the left. And let's see, timeout Ripley. Well, with that timeout, we'll take one and be back in 30 seconds. We are back. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Empty backfield, everybody in tight. And number 2 for the Tigers, we're going to get a flag. He goes right up the middle. And a flag comes in late. And I think that's going to be offsetting penalties. They did something to the Loach. And then I think we may get called for maybe a hold in the middle, and then whatever that was at the end, they may be offsetting. We'll let them straighten it out.
You remember that one time we had a ball game against William Prep, and we didn't get home, the ball game wasn't over after 11 o'clock?
It was midnight, we went to Bartlett, I think.
Well, now I'm talking about when Freedom Prep played at Ripley.
Holding against the Ripley Tigers, and then unsportsmanlike conduct against Southside Hawks.
So we should gain 5 yards.
No, they're bringing it back.
Yeah, but they're gonna mark it off and then mark it back the other way.
Because in that one ball game there was 45 flags thrown. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was the one in Bartlett we went to was a
It was a
lightning
storm.
delay.
Yeah, yep, I didn't go with that. That's back when Coach Al Pellegrino coached.
Okay, and it's been
It's been a while.
they all run together after this many years. All right, Ripley have the ball 1st and 5. Ball is going to be on the 24-yard line. 8:36 to go in the game. Ripley up 15-9. Everybody in tight for the Tigers. Smith's going to run it himself off the left side, and he breaks it outside and tries to turn it back up, and he picks up a yard maybe. Not much. They grabbed him by his jersey and kind of slung him around. And Pitts is going to come in, and Barbie will go out.
Second down.
So it'll be 2nd down. They say we lost a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Looks like 5 from here. We'll go with the scoreboard.
Well, we got one coming out here limping. That's number 80 for the Tigers. That's
Ripley this
Nelson.
time we'll have 3 wide to the right. One to the left. Single set back to Smith's left. Takes the snap. They hand it to Pitts. It's him. He gets tripped up. He gets a yard or so, but he's tripped up. It's going to make it 3rd down and around 5 for the Tigers. 7:25 to go in this ball game. Ripley up by 6, 15-9.
Bunker is number 41 on Marion Hip.
I just,
3 wide to the right.
I get him in position to kick a field goal.
3rd and 5. Ripley takes a low snap. Quarterback wants to throw, and he's going to throw long downfield. He's got a man, and in and out of the hands. It was a low throw. It was intended for number 80 for the Tigers. That's Robert Nelson, and it falls incomplete, so it's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. It was Nelson gave it a good effort.
Yeah, he
it
did.
would have been an exceptional catch had he made it, because it was down close to his ankles, maybe closer to his shins, but it was a real low throw and he was running. So can't fault him for that. And Smith was, he was running around trying to buy some time, so it was just didn't work out exactly like we wanted to. But the Tigers are going to go for it on 4th down with 7:01 to go, up by 6. It's 4th down and 5 for the Tigers at the 23-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to run to his left. He cuts it up the gut. He's got the 1st down. And he's inside the 15 to around the 12 for a Ripley Tiger 1st down, and that is a Farm Bureau insurance. 1st down.
Let's make sure there ain't no laundry out there on the field. I don't see now.
Nothing yet. Clock still running. 6:45 to go in the game. Ripley up by 6. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line.
At this point, you might as well just milk it as much as you can.
3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Barbie back in the right side of Smith. Smith takes a snap. They hand it to Barbie. He's trying to get outside. He's got some room. He's going to the edge. He twists and turns and gets, I think he pushed him out of bounds at around the 1 or 2 yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down, or maybe a 1st down. It is, I think. Let's see where the spot is. No. He must have stepped out a lot earlier than I thought he did, because they're saying it's about a 6-yard pickup. It'll make it 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 6-yard line.
This is where you need. No, Mike, that ball on 2 yards. No, you're right. I'm looking at the other place.
That's where the 1st down mark is, at 2.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other. I'm looking on down.
So Ripley to the line. 2 wide left, 2 wide to the right. There's a snap, and they hand the big old Pitts going up the gut. And it goes into the end zone for a touchdown for the Ripley Tigers. That touchdown is a Bank Tennessee Ripley Tiger touchdown as Ripley goes up now 21-9 with 6:13 to go in this game.
I think I go for 2 here.
Now I see Hearn out there, so it looks like they're going to go for a point after. It'll make it 22-9 if we get that. A 2-score game, so Ripley just really has to play defense now. It'd be nice to put another score up there, but if we can just keep them scoring, it'd be good enough. Here's the kick, up,
And good.
And it goes through. So with 6:13 to go, Ripley on top 22-9. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this ball game as Ripley just scored to make it 22-9 as we get ready for the Tigers to kick off. And Crazy Horse, give us some score.
Tipton Road Mark 49, the Hogs Tigers 7. That's the final.
Fine.
And we need
But
to
I hate that for Blake because Blake's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
And he's a good coach, and he'll get there. You know,
He
I mean,
will.
first year that they were here in Ripley, you know, it was a learning curve, and it's always going to be. And Coach Stegall will do a good job, and he'll get his troops rallied, and he'll build a program and something that they'll be proud of. So you know, just got we've taken our lumps. Probably got some more to go yet.
Henry County, no, excuse me, Union City just lost 40-6 against Innsworth out of Nashville. Henry County final 42, Brighton 10. Third quarter, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mumford 16, Covington 13.
And we're ready for the kickoff with 6:13 to go. And here's a long end over end. We're just going to let it go into the end zone. So it will come out to the 20, and that's where there's a penalty on the play.
Of course, Jackson
And
Southside.
it's going to back them up, back the Tigers up to the 35, I guess. I don't know if we had somebody that left early. I didn't see the flag or the penalty, but evidently that's what it was. So we'll kick from the 35 and do it again.
Dyersburg 33, Dyer County 7th in the fourth. With 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, Crockett County 32, Jackson Northside 15.
All right.
Still no Haywood County score.
All right. So we'll kick it again.
I kick it in the end zone again if he got the leg.
He had enough leg that last time. I mean, it hit about the 2 or 3. If it can hit the 5 now and roll in, that'll be good enough. Get it. There he is, a long end over end kick, and it's going into the end zone again. So good job there by Tanner Hendricks at putting that ball in the end zone and making it where they don't have a play on it at all. So with 6:13 to go in the game, Ripley up 22-9. The Hawks will take over at their own 20, first down and 10. The Ripley defense definitely needs to stand tall here, not allow any more points, and make them milk a bunch of clock on this drive.
Well, they got number 2 coming back out. And one thing it's going to do is going to put a lot of pressure on that Southside offense.
Absolutely.
And they're probably more than likely do more throwing on this series than they have any other time.
The Hawks will send 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the left.
So
And
that
they
number
hand it
6,
to their big running back going up the gut. He crosses, gets to maybe the 21, is forward progress. It'll bring it second down and 9 with a pickup of 1 as we just now go under the 6-minute mark to go in this ball game.
they still have, I don't know who number 6 is for the Hawks, but he's leaving early every time.
So remember, next Friday night, the Ripley Tigers will be at home taking on the Crockett County Cavaliers. And they won tonight, right? That what you...
Well, it was 3 minutes to go, and they were up 32-15.
Okay.
So Crockett County's going to win that game unless.
So hopefully it'll be, both teams will be 1-0 going into next week's game, so it'll be a huge game for both teams.
32-15, excuse me.
1 wide left. Quarterback is going to run it himself. It's just a quarterback run to the right. And Deloach brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. He gets him at the 17-yard line. Great play there by Deloach. I tell you, he's a motor.
Yes, he is. What is it? See, no, he's a junior.
32.
Yeah, he's a junior.
He was good last year and made a lot of good plays. Well, he's really stepped it up this year.
He's going to be the Carney of the Tigers this year, it looks like. Bring us third down.
4:50 to go in the game. It's third down and 13. Ball on the 17-yard line for the Hawks. And one thing you can say about our kicker's not just a kicker, as Hendricks is out here at corner. And Coach said he likes to hit and he likes to play defense. Here's the quarterback wanting to throw. He's throwing a long pass downfield, and he's got a man, but he throws it into the sideline. It goes out of bounds. He had a step or two, but he gets can't come down with it as it's thrown out of bounds. So now it'll make it 4th down and 13, and a punting situation for the Hawks.
That was Keyshawn Thomas, the senior defensive back and wide receiver, 6'1", 173 for the Hawks.
So with 4:26 to go in this game, Ripley up 22-9.
We get the ball, we need to score again.
4th down and 17, or 4th down and 13, ball on the 17-yard line according to the scoreboard.
Ross, number 10, Christian Lowe.
Next week, I know we got Crockett County coming in, but we cannot start off slow on offense like we did tonight.
Absolutely.
We've got to come in, because Crockett County going to come in. They're good, they're going to be skilled, they're going to be disciplined.
11, J.Q. Hartle.
They're going to be a typical Crockett County team.
Yes, they are. But that's good for us.
And they have to delay a game, or they have to take a timeout.
Delay a game.
Delay a game against the Hawks, so that'll back them up 5 more yards. So it will be 4th down and 18, the ball back on the 7-yard line. I don't know if I wouldn't try to block this punt.
I think
Put the rush on.
Crockett County got Southside at their house in a couple of weeks. So, I mean, Southside not a bad team.
No, not at all.
You know, they first-year coach, head coach, and
It's a good tune-up for us. We needed this. We need to play a good team early, and we are. Here, if we get ready for the punt, going to be punting from his own end zone. It's a high punt, not that long.
let it go.
And Barbie's going to take it right at the 40-yard line. So with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this game, Ripley will have the ball at the south side 40-yard line, 1st down and 10, leading 22-9.
We need to score.
100%.
I give the defense, if I was to grade them, I give them an 8. Because they have done their job, Mike.
They have. I mean,
They
they've only allowed 7 points, really 6 points. They've only allowed 6 points in the game, so can't do much better than that. So the Hawks and the Tigers, with 4:18 to go, it'll be Ripley 1st down and 10 at the Hawks 40-yard line. Ripley will have 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap. He's just going to run it to the right. Goes off the right tackle, bounces out, and picks up about 3 off the right side. The Tigers are going to be content, I think, to eat up a whole bunch of clock. And if they can score, that'd be great. But if they can keep the ball out of Southside's hand, it'll serve the same purpose.
Timeout.
And so the Hawks will take a timeout, and we'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. 4:03 left in this game. Ripley has the ball. It's 2nd down and 7 at the Hawks 37-yard line. Ripley on top, 22-9. The Hawks just took a timeout, and we are about to come back from the timeout as both teams are on the field now. Again, thank you to all the people who sponsor these games on radio and TV. You know, it's just great that we've got this kind of coverage, this kind of media in Ripley, because there's a lot of places that don't have either, and we're fortunate to have both.
Yes.
Ripley to the line. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Quarterback's going to hand it off to number 23. He's trying to get outside. He breaks a couple and gets right at the 1st down. I think he's got the 1st down.
Well,
And then he fumbled at the end.
He
Fumbled
did.
at the end of the run. And number 23, I haven't actually seen him run the ball that much. Vernon Thompson, he's a sophomore, and he puts the ball on the ground with 3:53 to go. The Hawks will take over again.
He gets a cousin to AT3.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. His dad works at the funeral home with Austin.
1st and 10, from the Southside Hawks.
So Southside will get it back and have 3 minutes and 53 seconds to work with. And the Tigers defense need to stand tall, get the ball back for the Tigers, or at least make them eat up all the clock and not get in the end zone. The Hawks will send 1 wide to the left, 2 to the right, and wing to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, wanting to throw. He's looking on this side of the field. He's throwing basically a fade pattern, and he had it. I mean, he had He had the defensive back beat. The ball hit him in his hands, and of course we dropped one like that too.
Yeah.
So turnabout's fair play, but that would have been 6 easy points right there, as we just got burned on that, and I could tell exactly where the quarterback was wanting to throw as soon as he came out and started backing up. He was looking to the left all the way, and he just let it out in front of him. And it was a perfectly thrown ball, and he just couldn't come down with it. So they'll make it 2nd down and 10.
That was Keyshawn Thomas. He's a senior for the Hawks.
Ball at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 10. 3:45 to go. Ripley Hawks wanting to throw again. They do, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage and brought down by who else? Deloach. All right. I don't know. Now, Deloach, he may have to be Johnny on the spot this year. It's hard to give anybody else that name because the guy who we originally started calling that, it's hard to beat him.
Turney.
No. Crowder.
Oh, yeah, Turney, yeah.
2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's going to little flyer pattern. He throws it out to Deloach. He throws it out to the running back, and he hits Deloach and gets maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, picks up a yard, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 10 for Southside. So their punt team will come on with 2:50 and counting left in this ball game. Again, support all the people who support the Tigers, the Booster Club, Tiger TV, radio, any way you can, the newspapers, everybody that covers Ripley High School football. We appreciate the fact that there's that many people that interested in football and our young people here in Lauderdale County and Ripley especially.
Well, we want to thank the Southside staff for welcoming us here.
Getting ready for the punt now. They will run, Southside will run somebody on late. And here's the snap, and it's a low end over end kick, and it's going to roll all the way back inside the 30, and we're just going to down the ball, as that's going to be Hearn downs the ball. Just trying to play it safe now. We've got 2 minutes to go in the game. Just need to eat up a bunch of clock. Let's see. I was trying to see if there shows the timeouts on the scoreboard. Let's see. We've got 1 timeout. They've got 2. No, I take that back. They've got 1. We have 2. So they can burn one of them up, but that's all they can do, and I'm sure we're not going to stop the clock. So again, if you can help the Booster Club, they do so much for not only Ripley High School football, but the cheerleaders, and they do stuff for middle school. So support the Ripley High School Booster Club any way that you can. Ripley has 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And they're going to hand the ball to running back, going right up the gut.
Oh, wow.
He breaks into the secondary, and he fumbles the ball. And Hawks are going to get it back again.
Ball fumbled on the play.
He broke loose and was about to look like he was going to go maybe all the way, but hit in the arm, and he fumbles the ball. And so with 56 seconds to go, Ripley turns the ball over again. Well, I tell you, I didn't see who was carrying the ball that time.
That dude was quick. He was flying.
Oh, he was, and I could tell he was very fast, but he got to secure that ball.
If you can't carry it like you carry the whole thread.
Well, he had it in his arm. He didn't have it in his hand. He had it in his arm, but he didn't have it tucked tight, high and tight, like they teach you to do. So when he got hit on the elbow, it just flopped out. And so now the Hawks back in the business with 1:56 to go in the game, trailing 22-9.
And that's just a teaching thing.
So the ball is at the 44-yard line of the Tigers. The Hawks 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw. He's throwing the same pass down the far sideline, and the Hawks had a receiver that looked like he might have been in position to catch the ball, but he hit the ground. That was number 4. He was running, and he just fell down. It looked like nobody was around him.
Yeah, that was Chuck Stokes, a good running back.
So that stops the clock with 1:51 to go. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The ball on the Tiger 41-yard line. Ripley on top, 22-9. It'll be 2nd down, 10. Hawks send wideouts to either side. Wings to either side. Left wing in motion. Quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to run to his left. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to slide down right about the first down marker. I think he's going to be close. I think he got it. Now they're going to say, well, let's wait and see what they say. They say it is a first down. So with 1:35 to go in the game, the Hawks pick up another first down, and they'll have the ball at the 34-yard line, first down and 10.
Yeah, we shouldn't have clock stopped.
No, he didn't go out of bounds.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I mean, it stops long enough to reset the change, but that's it. The Hawks send one wide to either side. Now the second one to the right. Wing to the right. Quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw. He's looking. He's got a man in the flat. It's complete. And he breaks the first tackle, and number 41 for the Tigers cleans him up. Yeah, that was Omarion. He stops him short of the first down. So clock will continue to run. We're under 50 seconds to go. And it's going to be third down and about 2 as they hustle up to the line, trying to get now about 3. Down to 40 seconds. Quarterback wants to throw again. He's throwing out into flat to number 4, and DeLoach got a hold of him, but he gets away, and he breaks a tackle, and he runs into Omarion right at the 20-yard line, but that's not enough for the first down, and I'm guessing the Hawks.
That was number 1. That was Barbie.
Oh, was that Barbie?
Yeah, Barbie knocked him down.
And it was a first down because they're moving the sticks. So, and I think the Hawks took their last time out. We'll hold it here with only 22 seconds to go.
Definitely, this has definitely been a learning experience for the Tiger offense.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to say, our offense, we scored 22 points. That's not bad, but the defense carried the night.
Yes, they did.
The defense was, if it wasn't for the defense, we wouldn't be ahead. So kudos to the defense. Offense got a ways to go, but they'll get there. Our defensive secondary needs a little work too, because we got burned on a couple, and we just got lucky that they missed the passes. So we got our work cut out, which we knew we did. Everybody does this time of year. All right, 22 seconds to go. It's first and 10, ball to 21-yard line. Hawks will have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Wing to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, drops straight back, wanting to throw, throws into the flat, got a man. He's going right across the middle of the field. He's tripped up, short of the first down with 15 seconds to go, and they can't stop the clock. So 11 seconds.
They can spike it.
Yeah, they can do that, but they can't 6, 5, and they're going to throw into the right, and he's caught from behind by, who is that, number, and that runs out the clock. Number 30, is that 32 or 82?
I can't tell. I think it's 82, though.
If it is, that is.
No, you want the one that tackled him?
Yeah.
I think that's a Morgan.
Okay.
41.
Anyway, we catch him behind the line before he can get the ball off. So that ends the game here at Southside. Ripley comes out of it 1-0. Southside will drop to 0-1. The Tigers have beaten Southside, I know, the last year or 2.
Yeah.
And so this will make the 3rd year in a row. So
Congratulations
to the Ripley Tigers and a big win tonight on the road, 22-9 against the Southside Hawks.
And I take my hats off to the Southside Hawks because they gave us everything that we could handle.
Absolutely.
And next Friday night, County Lee Stadium against the Crockett County Cavaliers. We'll be playing another 4A school, but hey, like Rick Fleur said, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's right. Well, all right, that's going to do it here from the Southside Hawks Stadium here in Jackson, Tennessee. Your final score, Ripley 22, Southside 9. But be sure to tune in and be sure to catch all the action next Friday night, whether it's on Tiger TV or WTRB radio, and support these Ripley Tigers and support the Booster Club.
Yes.
And that's going to do it from here in Jackson. So see you next Friday night. Good night and God bless.